Let's go, baby. The fellas. Of course, per usual, clicking the last couple of buttons here, and we're rocking. Yeah. Whoa. Doing a little bit more Horking today. Hopefully this works out. Probably figuring I'm getting at least 3 Zods today. Could be more, could be, could be a lot more, a little bit more. Dark Woods. Be something we could goof around with. But, I don't know. Not very big on the whole Terror Zone Horker, to be honest. Usually. Tampa Mustang. Yo! Welcome in. Kind of a lot of champions just huddled around here. I wonder if it's going to be consistent. It'd be pretty nasty. You just hop through, hit like 6 champions, reset real quick. Come over and hit Treehead Woodfist. Maybe. With the number of champions, if they stay huddled right around the waypoint, possibly. Worked a poll yesterday, says Tampa. Nice. Yee. Slayer reporting. Oh, coming with the yees. Done. Just a simple country boy. Maybe we'll do it for a little bit here, huh? Instantly full of Sunder Charm. Force is 74 coal. Oh, my, oh, one quick second. We got to recognize a true Slayer here. Jim Tampa, thank you so much for 10 months of Slayership. Ooh, thank you so much, my dude. Ooh, good job. So my daughter got these for me for Christmas. These sunglasses, pretty legendary, huh? Cool sunnies for a cool daddy-o. So now I'm prepped. I'm prepped for if I ever want to do a mosaic assassin. The only thing is I was going to wear these for like the whole stream today. It's actually very dark. It's hard to see. Very hard to see. Gucci, yeah. It's exactly what you got from the Santa shop at school. For like $1. Legit. Like $800 sunglasses. Like when playing Mosaic, it's like between games, you go like this so you can see what you're doing, and then you're like, all right, I'm ready to start blasting. Look like cop glasses. Kinda, yeah. Kinda does, like generic, like, all right, let's just hop back out of the pits. I don't really, whatever, we'll hit it. See what's up again. They do look kind of sort of a stereotypical, like, bleep hole cop glasses. You know how fast you're going, sir? Like 46? Yeah. Speed limit's only 45. Oh, that's what you pulled me over for? Can't break the laws, sir. Without laws, the whole country will fall into chaos. I'm the only one standing here in its way. Super Troopers, yeah, that is totally arrow what popped into my head too, yeah. Yeah, why were you driving so fast? Too hard to find champions out here, I guess. I thought I was gonna get lucky. Apparently that first map was just a lucky thing. Yo, what's going on? Zero Ange, welcome in over on Twitch, and Tygo, what's up? Good day, good day. What's today's bonus? Not sure, Tygo. I'm generally I'm still hunting that Tyrell's Might on my Holy Grail single player, so I haven't looked. It switches over in a few hours here, so I heard, and I didn't really, I might have even jumped on to try it out. Some people were saying it was a dud, but the other day, was it on Christmas when everybody got the item find skill on their characters? That sounds actually wicked cool. I kind of wish I was paying attention and I wasn't busy. Obviously, when you got kids and it's Christmas, which not really a lot of video game time, but yeah. It's yeah, everyone having item find, that's actually like super nasty. I go with XY, I think. XY over on Twitch, and everybody has Blizzard today. Interesting. I think the find item one sounds kind of cooler, but I mean, that's neat, I guess. Can I get a liter of cola? Says Robert. A liter of cola. Umbra the Ninja up here. I'm getting a little behind. Trying my best to keep up in the comments, but says I know I'm a bit late, but Merry Christmas, everybody. Same to you. Same to you, my dude. Visuals says good morning to everybody. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. You should see how many times you can say meow during the stream. I mean, we could get that number real high. Real high. What am I doing? Another podcast? I'm not sure. It's hard to get those. It doesn't sound like it. It doesn't seem like it should be that difficult, but it's so difficult to get people to like agree to do those things and then do the at the right time. And then they also, when I did do those podcasts, they didn't get many views, to be perfectly honest. So like, it's hard to justify doing them. It's you know, doing it full time obviously leads into some other problems. Like it literally, like, I have to pay money to do those, so you know, it's hard to justify, you know what I mean? Like, it literally costs me money. So this is a tough one, you know. Saffron said find item was kind of meh. I guess if it's, did everyone just was it just like a level 1 find item, so people had like a 22% chance of getting a second item or something? I'm guessing, probably, now that I think about it. I'm sure they didn't give you like a level 30 find item or anything. And you don't have the synergy, so I guess now that I think about it more, right? Nick Stevens, hope everybody had a great Christmas. Same to you, Nick. Mine was pretty solid. Santa come for Phil for Christmas? I mean, for the kids, yeah. I'm an adult, so I mean, Santa didn't come for me. Everybody knows that. After you're an adult, Santa doesn't come for you anymore. Not to mention, for Christmas, I literally have been begging people for years to stop buying me stuff. I'm like, please stop buying me stuff. I won't buy you stuff. Don't buy me stuff. How about you just take that same money and go buy yourself something you actually want, so I don't buy something you don't want, and then you have to take it back, or I have to take it back, and then, you know, why don't we just live like adults here? Birthday presents, Christmas presents. I'm not gonna say I hate them, but I don't like them. I don't like that kind of stuff. Just for me. Champa said he was level 30. It was a level 34. Yeah, maybe they gave everybody like a level 20 find item or something, and then your plus skills pushed it up. Just speculating on my part, obviously. Nothing there. Gorilla on Twitch says, any other pig's been eating way too much? Yeah, I definitely did for a couple days there. I gotta pull it back together before I pass away here from overeating. Bangle Waffle says, Santa brought him a crown of ages. Nice. Another one ticked off the grail. Congrats on that one. Friend and I stopped buying each other random stuff, just started going out. Yeah, I mean, that'd be better, like spending money on doing things together. I'm more on board with that one for sure. So yeah, let's see. So for the younger daughter, Santa brought her a new bike this year. The other one was getting too small. My 7-year-old daughter, she really wanted an Etch-a-Sketch, so she got that. Yeah, it's a different, normal Christmas stuff. So, Ronan, happy holidays. Same to you. Same to you. Welcome in. What a Grinch. Eh. More like economical. I would rather, like, personally just be like, hey, why don't me and you just go hang out? You grab one thing that's like that you've always wanted to get but haven't bought because it's like $100. I'll grab something I've always wanted but didn't get because it's like $100, and I didn't want to spend $100 on it. And then we'll like go out to dinner or something. That's what I would so much rather do. But Saffron says there was no horking sound on the Sorceress. I'm pretty glad there wasn't. That I feel like that would go over pretty bad, Saffron. I'm not even gonna try to do an imitation, but just imagine. Oh god. Undead Arrow over here saying it thinks that they've monetized everything. People just trying to make money off of Christmas. I paraphrased his comment a little bit, but yeah, I do essentially agree with that. Literally every single holiday and everything. I mean, I don't know. I mean, hard for me to say when I'm monetizing playing video games. But anyways, generally I do agree. That's what holidays, Christmas, you know, just hang out. Maybe there's a sport on or something you can watch and laugh and joke and reminisce. People you haven't seen in all the time and have a good time. That's kind of my thing. That's my thing. Joker comes in with the fellas. Yo, what's going on, Joker? Yo, yo, yo. They're really going to charge $100 for the D4 expansion? No, they're not going to. That's just one of those things that they, when they do those questionnaires, from what I've seen in my many years of studying the topic, aka watching a YouTube video on it or something, when they do those questionnaires, they ask like one amount or question at the top that's just like a ridiculous amount, just to see how people answer it. So almost always is like what they end up settling in is something in the middle. So if they ask like $20, $40, $100, they're probably going to do a $40 expansion, I'm guessing. Or what, I don't know if those were the numbers, so don't like quote me on that right there, but like I think the numbers in the questionnaire were something like that. So if I had to guess, it's going to be like a $40 expansion for D4 or something like that. Just my guess though, no knowledge on any kind. So that's what it should be, says Undead Arrow. Yeah, I definitely 100% agree. That's the part of the holidays that I guess I enjoy. Not the getting presents. I don't really like giving presents. The only I will say, the only time that I like giving presents is when you just know for 100% fact that it's something somebody wants, for sure. But that's the problem with holidays. Like, when you're an adult, like, let's say I want something, usually I would just go buy it if I really wanted it, right? So that's the same when you're buying presents for adults. It's like, yeah, if they really wanted this, they would go buy it, you know? They have jobs, they make all this money. Not all this money, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, obviously, like 6-7-year-olds are really easy to buy Christmas presents for, kind of. But since you just go, well, anyways. Saffron said he would easily pay 100 for a D2 expansion. Yeah, there you go. I bet a lot of my viewers would be, well, some people would probably complain and then still buy it, but like me. There you are. So yeah, I didn't mention it in the title or anything either, but this is probably the final item find barb day too. I feel like just the gameplay style, I don't want to do this for as many days as I normally would, so I think I'm gonna cut it like a day or two shorter than what I would normally run. Not to mention I missed a few days because I didn't stream or make a video on Christmas. So you know, just normally the schedule messed up around the holidays, but well, not messed up, but just changed. So South Park says luck has been good to me otherwise, item wise, but not rune wise. 2 high runes this season, a low and an ohm, then didn't take last season off due to burnout. Gotcha. You can't always find those high runes. They don't pop off as often as some people make it sound. Unless you get lucky. But congrats on the item luck anyways there. South Park. It's gonna be only $70 to Saffron. Maybe. I don't remember what the questionnaire said, because I feel like they always have like 3, maybe there is 4, but I feel like it was like 60 or something was the middle, so I can't remember for sure. But from what I remember, because they had this whole leak for questionnaire stuff, you know, they did the same thing when the game first came out. So oh my gosh, Diablo 4's base game is going to be $140. Look at this questionnaire. They're asking if people would pay $140. And then it's like, well, yeah, but they also asked if people would be willing to pay 40, 70, 100, on 140. So you know, you made a clickbait title for your article. I get it, but which, I mean, let's be honest here. I'm on YouTube. That's kind of the rules of YouTube, unfortunately. The rules for the internet, I should say. Like if you make a video like Blizzard asks if people would pay $100 for expansion, but probably will never charge that much. I mean, nobody's gonna watch that. Blizzard's gonna charge $100 for their expansion for D4. Oh my gosh, it's crazy! Boom, click, 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 click. Views to the moon. Jillionaire Cat says it'd be cool to see D3 and 4, but in D2, like in the D2 graphics. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. D3 can stay where it's at. All right. Why am I talking about find item on a sorceress? Apparently for the 22 days of terror or whatever, they gave every character, anyone who didn't know this or whatever, they gave every character find item for a day. But one of my viewers over here who said they were playing it, Rune, said that the other characters didn't make a sound when they did find item. And I was just saying that's probably a good idea, because imagining transferring over the sounds that the barbarian makes to the sorceress for using find item, I feel like that would be very awkward. But then transfer to a woman's sound, like, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm... Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Thank you. It was like so frozen, I was moving so slow. I was trying to switch weapons. And it wouldn't go. Because it was swinging, it was like one attack for 3 seconds. Bangle said he got a Burr Rune and a Vex back-to-back in Chaos. Love to hear it. Boy, those days are absolutely amazing. There's no sound or grunt in the files. Yeah, true story. They'd have to record new sounds, do a hot patch just for the 22 days of tear. You figured they would take the sounds of like these women, like the sounds that they make, you could transfer that over, right? I'm just messing around. Fortitude on an energy shield sorceress, Brutch asks. Fortitude, what the... I don't have my fortitude on me yet. What would be on a fortitude you'd want to have on a sorceress? I've heard people use chains of honor before. Can't really remember. Because, I mean, fortitude's like a bunch of enhanced damage and stuff. Just for the faster cast rate? I would have to say... If it's just faster cast rate, I mean, I'd have to say definitely not. But I'd have to look at it again. Like I said, I've only ever used Fortitude for melee character for like Barbarian or for the Mercenary, so... Let me pull it up real quick. Why not? Why not? This sounds interesting. A couple people are like, yeah, for the FCR, dummy Phil. And I'm like, well, maybe. Let's see here. What am I? Oh, yeah. D2R Fortitude. What? D2R Re? What are we doing here? He's struggling. Just so you guys can see what I'm looking at here, I suppose. So we've got 24 FCR. You can get 35 on a Viper Magi, so you get 35 res on a Viper Magi. You got, this is damage reduced, but you get magic damage reduced on a Viper Magi. I'd have to say there's, boy, one the light radius though. Look at this. Oh, you can't even see my mouse. I'm like scrolling over stuff like you can see my mouse. There we go. One, the light radius. Ooh. I'd have to say probably not. I would use a Viper Magi in like every circumstance, I believe. For a melee Sorc, says Jinx. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and you say more armor. More armor is like one of those things that maybe you take it, but you don't ever go out of your way to get, really, on almost any character in D2. That's the way I view it anyways. Hardcore players may have a different view of that, but yeah. Oh, that can't be right. Yes, it is. What's going on? Trash, what's up? Welcome in, good morning. What do you think about D2R pre-expansion? Haven't really played it a ton, like almost none, to be honest. That's one of those things I kind of wanted to do. Hopefully I can complete the Holy Grail relatively shortly. And that's one of the things I want to do. Like, do a few different playthroughs, maybe like each character pre-expansion. So, to this point, not much of an opinion. Ant said he prefers Enigma on a Sorceress. Yeah, that's, to be honest, that's usually my go-to as well. Just, yeah, all the strength, magic find skills. Really, it's like the magic find and, yeah, well, those three things. Nothing really to change. You nailed my opinion perfectly there. More style points with fortitude. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is just like a BDE type of, you know, just kind of flop it on the table like, look how rich I am type of situation. Yeah, if you want to show off, for sure, go fortitude. Isn't Chains of Honor technically best in slot for a sorceress? Best in slot? I always go with Enigma. Like, this has a, like, it's got 20 of strength, but Enigma can have way more, obviously. 60, the perfect amount of strength on that Enigma right there. If you see that, because of skill level. This has the all res, but depends if you need the resistance or not. I used to use Chains of Honor back in the day, but you get more magic fine. I used to use Chains of Honor back in the day, but I switched that opinion when I started like Holy Grail, and I guess like when I got more, I guess you could say more serious. Not that someone is unserious if they want to use Chains of Honor, but when I started looking into it more and started thinking about it more, when I started using Enigma all the time. Not to mention you can, and it's just like a little thing, I guess, but the amount of time that you realize that people or myself would waste running through town and stuff. The Enigma actually has 45% faster run walk, so the time you're wasting running through town, like, that's like a huge amount of faster run walk. So it's like a little bit, you know, if you're playing for like 5 straight hours, you could literally get like an extra 20 minutes of like runs in through that run walk time. And if you add in a few other like little things, you just save time, like my macro and things like that. So like on a year, you could literally save yourself like, I don't even know, weeks if you add up all the time. You rated the wrong Sweet Phil? I think there's another Sweet Phil streaming on Twitch. Kermit, get out of town. That's funny. Well, welcome in, Kermit. I appreciate the attempt anyways. Welcome in, my dude. Bangle over on Twitch also said, yeah, the life, I had to think what LAK stood for there, but life after kill, underrated on Enigma. Definitely for sorceresses, yeah, for sure. And some other characters too. This build not so much, but yeah, on a sorceress specifically, especially Nova, you're flashing out so many monsters. It's awesome. And the 1 to light radius best in slot. There you go. More coffee here. Jinx says the Magic Find sells the Enigma the most. Definitely for someone like me, for sure. And then yeah, every other character. That 1 to teleport is obviously a huge sell job, yeah. Like number 54 says Gold Magic Find. Nice, we're right up to 54 likes. Appreciate you fellas. Gonna catch me on the replay. Sounds good. Gold Magic Find. I know what you're you always hop in and say you're Philippines, so it's not a great time for you to watch right now, I'm sure, but appreciate you catching the replays. Oh, Jim Tampa coming in with 5 gifted Slayer ships. Ooh. Appreciate you, Jim Tampa. Make sure y'all thank him for gifting y'all a membership. Don't forget, now that you got one, you could always go ahead and slap some of those emotes in the chat anytime you want to. I not only don't, you know, sometimes they got their bots set up, people, streamers, to block people who spam emotes or something. I not only don't dislike it, I encourage it. Emote spam is wonderful. Ooh, a couple little set pieces, nothing crazy, but let's go. There you go. Yeah, Jesse. Michael Polson, Merry Christmas to you as well. I almost died there when I was reading chat. Thanks a lot, chat. You almost killed me again. Never my fault, always somebody else's. Boy, these things. Guess I don't really I haven't worn sunglasses a lot lately, and I'm gonna be honest, these are obviously made for children or something. They're too small. They're made for people that are smaller than I guess. that new emote. I don't know if I like it or not. It's a little bit blurry. I thought about with that new emote that Jeff Saffron just slammed in there about retaking a new picture so that it would be clear. But yeah, I don't know. And I was like, do I really want to reenact that now? Robert says, hope all you fellas are in the Discord. Yeah, good call out there. Anyone who is a channel member, by the way, we got channel member only channel in Discord. Bunch of great fellas in there. Just hammered in the link to that too. So check that out if you're interested at all in a great community of dudes that are probably way more intelligent than I am. By probably, I mean, some of them definitely are. Forgotten Tower. Forgotten Tower really might not be too bad for this character, to be honest. All those levels, same monster types. Plus, it's not like a quote-unquote open area, so you can kind of path it the way you want to. Maybe not though. Plated belt. We'll do one for the funsies. Little switch up here and there, huh? We need a sunglasses fill emote. I only got so many emote slots, fellas, on YouTube and on Twitch and stuff, so only got so many emote slots. We'd have to vote on which one to take out. Robert says, congrats on the 56K subs. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes to get to 60. It's obviously kind of slowed down a little bit, whatever, but subscriber numbers aren't necessarily, you know, like the hugest. You know, it's kind of a neat thing, pretty much. But get the plaque at 100, that's cool, and then one at 250 or a million or something. That's about the only ones that are, you know. Yeah, let's go hit that one. Umrol, good morning, starting early. I mean, it's pretty similar to when I usually start streaming. Pretty similar. Where's power at? Yeah, I already kind of regret this, but we'll do one. We're gonna do one. At least one. Maybe I'm gonna fall in love with this. Post drinky Phil? No, I just seen these laying there and I was like, what? I'm gonna wear these when I'm streaming. Sure. My daughter got me these glasses for Christmas from her school Santa shop or whatever, aka the way the school takes your money. Come on, there you go. That's all she wrote for this level, huh? I thought there was another champion there. Psych! Cool story, bro. Merry Christmas, brother. Question: as you get closer to the end of a ladder, what motivates you to keep playing? Closer to the end of ladder. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to answer that necessarily. I hardly play ladder at all. I usually play, this is offline single player, B money. So what motivates me to like, I only play ladder for like usually maybe like a week or something. It depends what I decide to try to accomplish on ladder. So I guess a lot of what motivates me to keep playing is like trying to find all this stuff for myself on single player. Thought I was starting a mosaic assassin. Yeah, that's kind of a joke I was making at the start of stream. Just prepping. This, my daughter wanted me to start up in a mosaic assassin. No, I don't think I can do that. I don't want to jeopardize, like, go against my morals or anything. Maybe slightly exaggerating there, but well, I'm gonna be honest, with playing a normal character like this, it's incredibly hard to see kinda with these glasses on. Maybe not incredibly, but slightly. But it's worth it because I look so sick. Whoa! Okay, we'll just do the potion right off the bat there. Holy smokes. Almost just got one tapped. 237? Okay, alright. Let's just get out of here. There must be another... Maybe all the minions or something were all mana leeched and, like... rough. Robert says ladder's a fun playthrough with the fellas. Yeah, definitely, for sure. It is kind of neat starting over. Didn't I see a champion? Okay, guess not. Just like starting over because, you know, just like re-gearing everything up, going and getting a, you know, your spirit and stuff like that. Good old pull rune. Let's go. It's no, I'm not going to get hyped like when I find a lem rune or anything. But we always like pull runes, fellas. Always like pulling it. Wait a second. Yeah, we'll leave it in. We'll leave it in. And maybe we'll just keep doing this. Why not? Airman Phil. Airball Phil, get out of town. I was dunking in your face. Thought you were watching a Cooley stream. Do you still wear those sunglasses all the time? I don't remember. Silva says he plays on an OLED and he refuses to play Mosaic because he doesn't want to get burned in the screen. That'd be wild. Just like in the middle of the screen, just like all of the explosions of everything, it's just like a burned in dot, like giant dot. State Trooper Phil. When I was younger, my dad, sort of unrelated, but my dad told me to, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do or whatever. He's like, you ever think about being a police officer, maybe? But obviously did not go that way. What? Is there a... Why are they moving so fast? Oh, there he is. I think there's got to be a champion around here, right? Notice I didn't say I'd drop a 3 on you. I mean, I'm actually pretty good at basketball, so I mean I could do that too. Kermit, you gotta know I'm pretty good at basketball, right? Don't I talk about that sometimes? I kind of do a little bit of everything because I have like that late birthday and my parents wanted to get me out of the house as fast as they could. So they stuck me in a grade where I was the youngest kid in the whole grade. So So I grew after everybody else in my grade pretty much. So like when I was a freshman, I was a point guard, and then I switched over to like shooting guard, and then when I was a junior, I switched over to power forward, and then when I was a senior, I was like, you know, 4 or 5. Like I was power forward, and then I even played like center. We had one kid that was taller than I was, and he started at center, and then I would like go over to center when he'd go on break, like when he'd go out. And then I just never, they never took me out of the game, pretty much. But I'm not saying I'm some crazy, like, I should go pro or something. I went to a really small school, so. More worried about the UI being burned into the screen. It's probably a good call there, for sure. A funny image of 2000s goth alt Phil. Yeah, I had for my junior year, I had like long hair, and I had to wear headbands so that the hair wouldn't, when I jumped and it came down, it didn't like flop down and hit me in the face. I usually it was actually pretty long at that point, because I'd usually cut it just at the, you know, right at the start of football season, because it was like mega hot in the middle of the summer. And then it would grow longer, so by like, you know, when does the football season start to end? I don't know, but it starts to get real cold out, like early November. And yeah, then you'd have longer hair to keep your head warmer. And then I'd let it go. Sometimes I'd let it go into basketball, sometimes I would cut it. Depends. Yeah, Saffron talking about burning into your screen. Doesn't matter if it burns into your screen if all you do is play D2R. And then yeah, Silva says, yep, that sounds about right. Either working, sleeping, or playing D2R. Ugh. What runes can Tyrael's Countess drop? I'm not really sure how that works, to be perfectly honest, Robert. I've never really thought too much about it. The Detroit Tropics. I'm not sure if that was a joke that way, but you mean the Flint Tropics. What a great movie. That was so funny that they made the Flint Tropics as the team. Fred, yo, what's going on? Fred, welcome in. Yeah, we'll keep rocking. We'll keep rocking this. Why not? Do something just 2% different. Attacking pixels in a different area. Back here. You schmuck. That schmucky schmuck. Happy Boxing Day. Good call on that one. Good old Boxing Day. Saffron said, as long as you're terrorized 87 or higher, it should be Zod, he says. So that's kind of what I thought, but I wasn't really sure. So yeah, I think what Saffron said there's essentially accurate, that if you have super high level terror zone, you can find everything in the game. Like, she could drop you a Zod, I believe. Didn't I just... There you are. Hide behind the pole, ain't ya? Hide behind the pole. What rune word am I using on the Merc? I have Insight, and I have Chains of Honor, and but these guys are actually annoying for item find, Barb. Whoa, good God. Holy smokes. I didn't think the ghosts were going to be the problem around here. My God. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, my mercenary got melted. I didn't even notice that. Holy smokes. Those ghosts, bro. Alright, I'm about to just hop out of here. I'm gonna go back to the pits. Sorry about the Chiefs, Fred says Grindy. Yeah, unfortunate, huh? Can't win them all. Boy, Raiders defense, huh? Raiders defense. Gotta cube those all up. Soon. Oh yeah, I didn't get my mercenary back. Oopsie. Typical field maneuver right there. Thomas said that so the fixed rune drop table stays the same when she's terrorized, but then you can get up to Zod. Gotcha. That kind of makes sense, I suppose. Even when the Countess is terrorized, her fixed rune drop tables would stay the same. Makes sense. Boy, I might have to take these off because I'm like straining to be able to see the screen, to be perfectly honest, and my eyes are starting to get hurt, or they're starting to feel tired. I'm like squinting and trying to see. A lot of people play with sunglasses on all the time. God, that's crazy. I mean, I look so sick AF, you know, but I'm gonna have to take these off. I gotta take those off. See, now the lights are super bright, but it's like those glasses are like too dark. Oh, not a bad little one right there. 5 all res, good on its own. Little lightning damage too. Maybe you're slapping that on a melee character. That's nice. Love it, love it. Look like hungover, Phil. I'm gonna be. I didn't drink anything yesterday, to be honest. I did not. But the only issue is, I kind of still feel hungover from New Year's Eve or from Christmas Eve. I'm gonna be honest. Getting too old. But I did, of course, drink the better part of a 5th of whiskey on New Christmas Eve, so probably should have chilled out on that a little bit. What you gonna do, huh? YOLO! Bill's game was funny to watch. I actually didn't. I don't remember what I had going on, but I didn't watch that one. Baltimore made Purdy look terrible. Yeah, Purdy did not look great last night. Did he have 4 interceptions and then they just like benched him? So that's unfortunate, Purdy. I guess that's going to be no MVP for Purdy this year, huh? Man, that Bills game though, yeah, James Cook got 46 points last week and he gets 5 this week. I lost in what? Boy, I lost in the Slayers League. I got destroyed. I had 300, like this is on the season, but I had 350 more points scored than the guy in second place in the Slayers League. That's how the playoffs work though, right? Yeah, win or go home. I had 350 more points than the guy in second place in the Slayers League. And my team total was like 65 points this week. That's rough. Like, just everybody just doo-doo all up in the bed. Crazy. Get about 5 yesterday, almost more on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, yesterday I was like, I didn't take that down. You know, I gotta take it down a notch. We'll take a day off here. Don't have to drink every day on holidays. Am I right? Take a day off, no big deal. But plus, I got to get back to the gym, and if you have a few drinks the next day, so it can always be more difficult to get back to the gym and get back to work, you know, and stuff. So I had a fun Christmas Eve, I guess. That all good. Yeah, forget it. Forget it. Get out of here. Night Eater. About that name. Right up here says, yeah, Raiders D is good. Chiefs O-line is a triage unit. They only have 2 receivers, but they can catch the ball. Not sure they will be getting healthy enough to do anything for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't think, I'd be surprised. I don't think that they're going to make it anywhere, the Chiefs. Boy, the Raiders, though, yeah, if they could get, like, they need to try someone else at quarterback. This O'Connell guy, not it. Jimmy G, not it. I don't know how their O-line is, but they honestly just need to let Josh Jacobs go and just rock with Zamir White. I'm not sure what's going on with Devontae Adams, but he's, you know, he has an up game here and there, but in general, it could be a product of who knows what. How much of it's the quarterback, how much is it the quarterback has no time. But I don't know. That Favre looking quarterback, maybe it's just how he looks. I'm just like, you can't play this guy. Like if he had that little mustache and stuff like that, and he was like an offensive lineman, it would be fine. But I don't know. Something about a quarterback with a little Favre mustache, and I don't know. Not sure. Brock Purdy ruined Silva's team's hopes. I played against somebody who played Purdy, so I'm in the championship in one league, and I need to win this league because if I win this league, it'll like make up for not winning in my keeper league, or not like cashing in the keeper league. So I'll like come out a little ahead on the season for fantasy wise. So that's good. But even Prime over on Twitch put up 195 in the semis. And am in the champions now. Oh, you had Amari Cooper. Yeah, I played Amari Cooper in 2 different leagues. Thanks. Thank you. Actually, the one league, the person had Amari Cooper and I beat him. So. This needs a lockdown quarterback. Do you mean cornerback, I'm guessing? Fred? Sneed. I'm trying to think who you're talking about. I might not. I don't know defensive players as well. So. Oh, there you go. Kermit got some ice molds for his whiskey for Christmas. I've got a few different. I got a square set, and I have like just like a giant round ball ones. I have a couple of those. I actually bought some for Halloween. They're like they are skulls, which is pretty kind of cool. I mean, you can get it for like these rubber molds for like $3 on Amazon. They're not really like whiskey ice molds though, or like. They're like kind of smaller, but it's still cool. I wish it was just like one big skull. Would be sick. Wicked Ball, yo, welcome in. Oh, Trash up here a minute ago said he went to bed early last night. What the F? San Francisco lost. I'm gonna be honest. Going into the game, I don't know. Baltimore. I don't know. I didn't think Baltimore. I thought San Francisco. Honestly, that's what I thought. I just thought all around like McCaffrey and. Getting the ball to Devo, and I don't know. I feel like I don't even know what happened. I guess Baltimore's just better than I thought. I guess is what it is, but they definitely had their number last night. Oh, Fred says that's why Adams didn't do anything yesterday. Gotcha. He got locked down by cornerback. That I'm not sure on the Snead quarterback. Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't follow defensive players nearly as closely as offensive. Which, in a way, that could be like, that's like next level stuff to pay attention to for fantasy, right? I hear it once in a while sometimes, you know, if Sauce Gardner is going to be locking down, you know, if I was playing like Tyreek Hill and they're going against the Jets, I would still play Tyreek Hill, but like, you know, let's say, what's a team, maybe we'll say like Indianapolis or somebody, and you're thinking of starting like Pittman. Pittman's good, you want to start him, but he's a team that's not that great. Maybe their other options aren't that great, and he can easily lock down, you know, Michael Pittman or Devontae Adams per se, like is a perfect example. Well, the thing with Devontae Adams this week too, though, is that they had what, 2 or 3 defensive touchdowns, so they just like, they didn't throw a pass in the second, or they didn't complete a pass outside of the first quarter of that game or something like that. I heard some stat like that because they had all them defensive touchdowns, so that's pretty crazy. That's just a bad game script, I guess you'd say, for the passing attack for the Raiders. For the Raiders. So Kermit got 2 giant full-size balls, you say? Talking about ice, by the way. Talking about ice for making whiskey. Yeah, they're usually, you just gotta make sure, from what I see, I used to overfill them all the time, and then it messes everything up. David Fortney says, as a Steelers fan, it felt great to see them Broncos get beat by the Pats. Them Broncos, yeah, that's a team that kind of, man, they were getting slaughtered early in the season. I feel like they somehow were overachieving there for a little bit. Come back down to earth. I can't believe I already found 4 Zods this stream. I know, right? Sealed fate, crazy, huh? All on the same run too. Wild. Wicked Ball. I'm sorry, I missed, got behind in the comments a little bit. You said you know the Viking. Oh, I know that the Vikings, you knew the Vikings would suck is what you said. Okay, my apologies. Reading skills struggling. Well, wait a second. Brain melting. That's who the Lions just played, right? I mean, they didn't suck. I don't remember how the game fully went now I think about it. We won, though. Oh, no. We almost lost, didn't we? It was like 30-24. Oh, Grimaud. So yeah, your Vikings didn't suck. I mean, maybe the Lions didn't play that great either, but it, oh my gosh, just run forever. Permanently running away. Mustang had Raiders defense on my bench. Yeah, defenses. I'm not, when it comes to fantasy football, I'm a little bit like on D2. I'm a kind of anti-change guy, but man, kickers and defenses they're just so random, and everything's random. But I feel like, I don't know. I just don't like, I don't like having to stash kickers and defenses to try to think about how oh, well, this matchup, you know, I don't like kickers and defenses in football. Friends don't let friends play fantasy football with kickers and defenses. Fred said it sucks for me because my wife is friends with Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce. That's not, I forget the first name. That's not the running back for the Texans or something, is it? I forget which, that's a different Pierce. I'm trying to think Antonio Pierce. Who's that, Fred, again? Still above 1080. What do you mean by that, Jacob? I should be streaming in 1440 right now. So yeah. Who's the best kicker in the NFL? I mean, I guess Tucker, but like the actual best NFL kicker and like the best kicker fantasy wise, it's like, I don't know. It's like never, it's not even always like the same. I don't know. Which, I don't know. I just don't like kickers and defenses. Oh, Raiders coach. Gotcha. Like he's the actual coach now. The guy that they elevated from linebackers coach. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I've been hearing a lot of people saying they hope that they keep him on as the real coach, like the full-time head coach. So I haven't been fully following the situation. But I mean, they got to do something quarterback-wise. In my opinion. Dallas kicker's got the most points, Cody B says right now. Saffron says 1440, 60 keeps buffering. Interesting. Robert said his is just fine. Maybe I'll I'm gonna change something for the next stream. I was reading something about why my Twitch stream wouldn't rock 1080p for some reason, and I think I'm streaming at too high of a bit rate, so people who don't have like the fastest internet, the stream will buffer on the highest. Like you said, 1440 is buffering, so I'd have to like lower the quality of the stream. I have to stream at a lower bit rate because like it's fine for me. I got a fast computer and I got the best internet, like really great internet, really good internet I should say. But I think I'm gonna lower the bit rate a little bit. Because like this is, you know, and this is something I've been talking about. I've been experimenting and reading about it a little bit more since I did, you know, I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm learning as I go because I do this like full time, I guess, but it's pretty much what it is, you know, like you don't go to school for streaming and stuff, but yeah, because I can stream at a higher bit rate to YouTube. Causes the Twitch stream to be actually lower quality by streaming at a higher bit rate to have a better quality on YouTube. But streaming at a higher bit rate can also cause people that internet isn't quite as fast to buffer a lot. So, Nod Dog hates you. Smash the like button anyways. Brian, appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just going by what I was reading earlier when I was reading about the bit rates and stuff. Then Sandy Crystal on Twitch said, I went to school just to learn to stream. Oh yeah? I don't know if that's a joke or not, because I'm sure they probably have everything in school, huh? Jacob said it's better now. Yeah, if the bit rate's too high, I'm guessing anyways, it'll kind of come and go as like the internet is, you know, bandwidth is getting used and not used, whether it's household or like local or whatever. I think. Saffron said, that makes sense. That's pretty much what I was trying to say. Comprehending my brain here. Saffron saying maybe because I'm in the US, like it might stream fine in the US, but then it might buffer in the EU or something. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna lower it down to the max bit rate that that Twitch will allow for my next stream, and then look at the quality. Because when I started streaming with my new 4070 Ti, I just went like, okay, how can I push this MFR to the max? Like, let's get this stream looking sick. So that's what I did. But I think it's maybe it's unnecessary, you know, and then it could cause some people some problems. Did I try Everyone Gets Pork Day? I actually did not. That was actually on Christmas, right, or whatever, but Christmas Eve day and Christmas, obviously, not, you know, not great days for me to be playing video games with, you know, having kids and stuff and families and all that good stuff. So I think that's the day it was. So didn't get a chance to really do that at all. Smooth Riker, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Crystal over here on Twitch saying didn't get a chance to try it either, but it sounded like a good, I think it was a good event. I kind of agree with that. I don't know. Everybody who's played it, I mean, most people have said that it wasn't really anything great, so I'm not really sure. Sounds cool to me, but yeah, just imagine like a sorceress with like your FCR is so high already. I guess it's the same as barbarian, but you got like your Oculus with 80 magic find on it, instant Oculus, and you're just like horking super fast. Like you could hork every single monster like super fast with it, and also be having all that magic find, hitting like terror zones with your Nova Sorceress, item finding everything. Seems like it'd be cool, but I don't know. Every person that did it, they're like, it's kind of mid. I don't think it's that cool, but. Do I have a poison necro at all? I've rocked poison necro. It's been a little bit, to be honest. So, been a little bit. On single player, I can play any type of build I want to, anytime I want to. So, I don't like have to have a poison necro necessarily. But yeah, it's probably been I don't know. Has it even been a year maybe since I've done a poison necro? Legendary mallet. We'll idea whatever. See if we can get that silly high enhanced damage. Silva said streaming on a Fire Stick looking amazing. Yeah, the higher bit rate, 1440, is going to look great. Like you say, on a Fire Stick, so you're on a TV. It's going to look really good on there. But yeah, the thing is that if people have worse internet, it can get a problem. And also, only like 2% of people watch on TVs, so that's the main place where the higher quality is going to look way better. Out of here. Idea for season 6. Character level 120 instead of 99. This is Crystal over on Twitch. Densende Crystal. You get to choose a single ability from another class. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not usually too keen on changes that are that out of the box, in my opinion there, Crystal, so. Nova Sorc probably works fine with find item. My sorceress is Blizzard. Just keep shattering all the corpses. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, Nova would be the GOAT with find item. My God. Nova or Lightning. Especially running like, boy, imagine like early ladder if you had find item like Lightning Sorceress, just like spamming Pindle, like double dropping Pindle, and you can hit Pindle from like a long way away. You don't have to worry about getting that one shot hit that takes you out. Ooh, man. Fanged knife. Oh yeah, Javazon didn't work at all, I hear. Yeah. Sorceress or Amazon frame rates. Yeah, that's not gonna be suboptimal, we'll say, huh? Optimal. Oh, the Act 2 metal song, fellas. Oh, come on. Throw Colossus Sword of Quickness. Yeah, next time. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. My ankles are getting cold. My pajama pants are sliding up. Justin asked about the new game that the Blizzard North people, former Blizzard North people, are working on. I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it. It looks very cartoonish. I'm gonna be honest, little overly cartoonish for my liking. If that actually, I'm not saying that necessarily translates into it's not going to be a good game, but something about games that look like that usually just don't do it for me. Kind of surprised it looking as cartoonish as it did, actually, to be perfectly honest. But I know it's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Still has dainty ankles. Well, there's not a lot of insulation on them, that's for sure. I don't have fat, chubby ankles, so they're getting cold. Also, the thing with my house, for whatever reason, like, the warmer it is outside, like, if it's warm outside relative to, like, right now, like, for instance, I think it's like 50 something outside right now. What's the temperature rocking around here? Yeah, it's 50 degrees outside right now. So it's not cold enough that it needs to, like, the heat needs to run a lot. So it actually feels colder in my house when it gets warmer out. Like, if it's warm enough out that the heat should be on, but it's not running a lot. So it's actually getting quite chilly in my basement. Because the basement obviously gets the temperature from the ground. You know how that works, and then, I'm assuming anyways, the thermostat's upstairs, so it's registering the warmth upstairs and not how freezing it is down here. I don't have, like, individual zone heating and stuff like that. But yeah. Justin said agrees, need more gore and darkness. Yeah, I mean, not necessarily even that, but I'm a fan of games that are, like, realistic looking. Or, like, semi-realistic looking. Like, how realistic looking is a goblin, you know? You know what I'm saying? But, like, if a goblin was real, they make it look realistic, like it would look. Cody B said traveling yesterday was amazing. Yeah, not a lot of people in the airports or on the roads yesterday. On the long haul. I'm guessing you're talking airport-wise. How many Zods do we get? So far, we've got 7 Zods today. I'm joking, of course. It's just a joke title for the stream. Just a joke title. Got 344 magic find. It is enough. I'll make Mephisto in hell. Just all bad drops. It's gonna depend how many runs you do. That's a perfectly acceptable amount. I mean, if you did like 100 Mephisto runs and you didn't find anything, that's not going to be enough. All bad drops. The definition of bad too is going to vary for each person. Their domine. I think it's domine. But yeah. I mean, if you're specifically hoping to just get like Jaco and Arachnus Mesh and stuff, and that's what you mean by good drops, then you probably need to do like 1,500 runs before it being like, yeah, I'm getting unlucky. wash my hand real quick. Forgive me. Thoughts on what's next after I get Tyrael's? Yeah, I'll definitely do some stuff. Either I want to do some D3, D1, like try those out again, because I haven't played them, and I haven't really played them hardly at all, to be honest, in the last decade. Want to do some pre-expansion stuff on here, and yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Don't forget, fellas, if you didn't hit the like button for me, make sure you hit that, fellas. D2R graphics really nailed it. Yeah, I was pretty happy with D2R for sure. I think they went the right way. Thanks, greetings from Poland. Welcome in. Happy post-Christmas mark making. What's going on? Welcome in. Being fits for the birds. Yeah. Exercise good for you. That's what I got to get back. I think I'm going to go later today, maybe. It could be a complete disaster. Gym's going to be overrun by Gen Zers, but man, when you go to the gym at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, kids everywhere. 16, 17-year-olds just everywhere, standing around talking to each other, sitting on the equipment on their phones. One person sitting on the equipment, the other one standing in front of them. They're just talking, showing each other stuff on TikTok, I'm sure, or whatever other thing they do. What do kids even do these days? But that's when the kid zone's open, so that's when I gotta go. It's open in the morning too, but I couldn't drag myself out of bed to go to the gym this morning, so oopsie. Today's press day because of Christmas. Same here. Yeah, we got push day today. Thought about mixing in a cardio day today too, though.
Let's go.
But oh, agonist. Well, I can't read the last part. It got cut off. Boop. Agonist Soundwave coming in gifting 10. Sweet Phil. Slayer ships. Ooh. Thank you so much, my man. Holy smokes. Gifting 10 Slayer ships to some fine Slayers. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel and spreading cheer of Slayerism. Slayerness? I don't know what to say for that, but thank you so much. You legend. Weird poll, Merry Xmas. Not a weird poll. Just seeing if people are hitting the like button, or if they're really. If you don't hit the like button, what are you even doing with your life? Am I right, fellas? What are you even doing with your life? We got 117 likes today. Let's go. 117 likes on YouTube and 117 people watching right now. That means we got a ton of people watching over on Twitch. I didn't even look. Not a ton. I mean, ton, but we got 60 people on, 62 on Twitch, 117 on YouTube. You legends. Appreciate you hanging out on this post-Christmas day. Biglet says kids smash the like button these days. Yeah. Thanks for the self-infinity guide. Rip Rose over on Twitch. Appreciate you. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Glad it helped you out and you enjoyed it. Yeah. Back here. You think Malice is okay starter rune word for melee sorceress? A starter rune word for a melee sorceress? Boy, that is a very niche question. I'm not gonna lie, if you're playing a melee sorceress right now, and you're playing it like a playthrough melee sorceress, like untwinked, what's a good budget rune word? You probably know more about it than I do. So I would trust you probably over what I would say, because I have never done that before. I've never done an untwinked melee sorceress playthrough in my life, so I take your word on whatever you think. I'd say I guess it is, yeah, but that's all you play is melee sorceresses? Wow, that's wild. I would just say whatever is good on any melee character budget early on would be no different, so I guess it would be a good job. Have a black rune word on swap, so Snow Pro, yo! Tomorrow's my birthday, so I expect Bill to donate to me. I'll think about it. Why even watch if you hate this? It's just like a joke, Paul. Everything I do is a big old joke, so. Well, not everything, but when I say I love you guys and you're all amazing, that's when I'm not joking. When I say things like I'm gonna find 3 Zods today and hit the like button if you don't hate me, those are jokes. Happy Boxing Day, Damien says. Good old, yeah, Boxing Day. Good old Boxing Day. Yeah, when I say I appreciate you guys, that's when I'm joking. Get out of here, Snow Pro. You're supposed to be a mod. You're supposed to be helping me out, not roasting me. It's like I make you a mod and then you just roast me all day. What's going on with this? Speaking of roasting, didn't you get last place in the Sweet Phil Slayers Fantasy League, Snow Pro? Pretty sure you got last place. Oh. Agonist Soundwave gifted 10 memberships, and he thought, hey, you know what? I should probably become a Slayer myself. Thank you so much for the Slayership and for those 10 gifted Slayerships earlier. Agonist Soundwave, you Slayer. My man, appreciate you. Oop, went too far. No, I shouted this out already, but with those 10 new memberships, make sure you join the Discord and members only channel, says Robert. Yeah, if anyone is interested, make sure you check out the Discord link in the description or right there in the Nightbot command that came through. You can totally link up your channel YouTube membership to Discord. I gotta figure out how there's got to be a way too to link up like Twitch. There's got to be a way to link up Twitch and YouTube both. I add that to the list. List of things I got to figure out. Come on. Miss. You're in 9th place? Ah. That's fake news. I'm the joke because I ain't sweet, but I'm evil, Crystal says. I mean, evil. I'm the hero of Sanctuary. The hero of Sanctuary. I'm all that is good. Righteous. Come on. Hit the person. Man, I kind of want to go and like replace my mercenary. Swap off the Might Mercenary for the Blessed Aim? Not Blessed Aim. What's the aura called now that makes your attack rating go higher? No, not Defiance. I had a slip in my mind. I don't know. Brian said if he was a mod, he'd come in with the Mr. Clean jokes every day. Yeah, you don't want to get yourself banned though, right? Oh, I forgot I had the cure helm up here to get rid of the poison faster. Decided to go with that. Oh, it is blessed aim. I'm a silly nincompoop. But I got an actual Emilio though. Do I sacrifice Emilio to get a different Emilio? Jordan says might. Yeah, I've been rocking might, but this blessed aim one. Because how much more damage do I really need to do, right? But I can get way more attack rating. Get a little more attack rating. Get some more attack rating. Hit more often. Let's try it out. I think this is what I've done before in the past, but
I'll put that to good use.
I rocked the might one this time. We'll rock it around. How many years have I played D2 for? I played off and on, kind of like everyone else probably did a lot back in the day. I started playing it a lot, kind of. It's real hard to say like how long I played for, because I haven't played this consistently ever. Like obviously I have a YouTube channel and I do this full time, so it's gonna change how often I play it, I suppose, right? It's been like 3 years I've been playing like dedicatedly, but usually I played for like a few years when I was like younger, 14, 15, 2 or 3 years, like played it a ton. But then I got a lot into like Halo and Call of Duty and stuff, and then I'd come back for a ladder here, a ladder there, a ladder here, a ladder there. And then probably like 3 or 4 years ago is when I started like playing a lot more consistently, when I started doing the YouTube stuff. Because I started playing all the time, and I was like, yeah, why don't I just make YouTube videos about it? And that's just how it just kind of happened. Sacred armor. If I had one more magic find. If I would have made the title about how I'm finding Hero's Might today, that would have been one. Rough. Tyrael Rune, we'll grab her. Alright, okay. There's not a bad one. 10 max damage, 50 attack rating with a little bit of life. So, God tier, absolutely God tier. Not so much. It's not bad though. That's not a bad max one, huh? Fred says all of the years. For level 21, yeah. It is not the highest of level, right? I feel like it falls in an area that I can never remember like what the maximum rolls are on things based upon for low level and stuff like that. So yeah, it is low level. So that'd be what for the 30 and under duels if somebody wanted to rock that for it. But I don't know. I don't know if for 30 and under, if you could actually get, you know, a perfect roll would be like 80 attack rating and 20 to life technically on under 30. You know what I mean? So. What's your opinion on best low gear, like level 1 to 20? Boy, that's a very large question. Like, I'm not really sure how to answer that one, to be perfectly honest. Oh, Agonist Soundwave now coming in with a super chat, 100 NOK. No, something. Is that Norwegian crowns? Maybe, can't remember. NOK. Can't remember, but thank you for the 100. I think that color means it's like $5 or $10. Super chat, appreciate you. Chat not activated, but really enjoying your tutorials as a new D2 player. Started Grailing solo offline 2 weeks ago and really enjoying it. Appreciate it, man. Glad you like the vids and stuff. You're coming from D4. I've been hearing a lot of that, to be perfectly honest. So I've actually been thinking about switching into making more newer content. Chat's not activated, huh? I have the chat set to subscriber only, which is, I mean, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. That's free to do. So if that's, make sure you check and make sure you're subscribed if you can't chat. And that's absolutely free on YouTube. Just boop.
Agonist Soundwave donated 100 Norwegian kroner through super chat.
I knew it.
Chat not activated, but really enjoying your tutorials as a new D2 player coming from D4. Started Grail and solo offline 2 weeks ago and really enjoying.
Once again, appreciate you. Glad you're coming into D2 and enjoying it, and the videos help you out. And thank you for the roughly $10 American super chat. You legend. Boomer, LOL. It's all right. That's all right. Glad you're enjoying the best game ever made. Found a Diablo Grand Charm, 40 life, 29 res, using it currently on Nova. Should I re-roll it or keep it? Nowadays it doesn't really make sense to even worry about, like, quote unquote keeping those higher level Grand Charms like that, because if you're higher level, you can keep, like, you can just find those higher level Grand Charms all the time from Terror Zones and use those to re-roll with. So 40 to life with 29 lightning res is kind of a solid one, considering it's a good charm considering most things that aren't skillers aren't really great. But I would probably hang on to that and just get to a Terror Zone that's like somebody created a Terror Zone that's level 80 or something, or level 95 or something, and just grab a Grand Charm from there. So Fred said we got old guys in here. This Fred, yeah. Merry Christmas, he says. It happens. Slight minor overlook. I wonder if Blizzard is waking up at all the D4 basically turning into D2R recruiting tool. I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure they're making plenty of money on D4. It's just butt tons of money. Especially on the next expansion that's going to be coming out in a few months. Then the next expansion after that. And then the next expansion after that. And the next expansion after that. I'm sure Blizzard's doing just fine. But yeah, I don't know what the word is. I would just say it's slightly surprising, I guess, but a welcome surprise. The number of comments on videos and people hopping in the stream just like, oh yeah, I just recently came into playing D2 for like the first time, or, you know, just came into play, and I'm pretty positive, you know, they've got to be coming from like D4 and stuff, like the hype from D4, and then they're kind of disappointed or they're getting bored of D4 pretty quick for obvious reasons, and they come and play D2R. It's kind of a neat feeling, or a neat circumstance, whatever you want to call it. So Rail Am, perfect amethyst to socket in a weapon. I always Amon Raz, I can never remember those things, to be perfectly honest, so I always have to Google that stuff. Can't help you out there. Kind of find a good website and teach some people memorize them, but I'm just not that. You know, you do it like once every 6 months, so you don't. I was never remember what they are. Those cube recipes. Tampa said he's 59. Get off my lawn. A young 59 years old. Jim Beast Mode Tampa. What a true statement. What a true statement. Ooh. Almost didn't see those guys over there. Amon Ra, I don't know if you had heard my answer or whatever, but I don't know. I can't. I can never remember what those cube recipes are. I always have to look them up on one of the websites. I can never memorize, you know, the different cube recipes that had sockets and stuff. So it sounds right, but I can't promise you. Worst thing that happens if you throw it in the cube and it's not the right one, just nothing happens. But yeah, you say Rail Am and an Amethyst. Sounds right. Rip Rose Bud says that is correct. So there you go. That is the correct cube recipe apparently. Never played ARGs before D4, got hooked, still like it, but D2R has so much depth and challenging gameplay. It's fun. The loot is great too. Yeah, the loot is D2R loot is the GOAT, in my opinion. The GOAT. Mr. Elo says, Mr. Ellie, Mr. Elo, I think. Anyways, cheat sheet is always open on a tab on my computer. It's not a bad strategy. I got it bookmarked for the site. Boom, boom, go down, boom, there it is. Thought on grief or fort first on single player. On single player, that is a tough call. I'm gonna be honest. It depends. I guess I would go with grief, just because then you can start up and have just a smooth breeze, like getting a smiter and farming torches. Not to mention, then you can start doing your barbarian stuff, like berserker and stuff. And your act 2 in your mercenary, I mean, the thing is if making an armor for your mercenary to deal more damage and like survive more, you can just like not worry about your mercenary dying occasionally. And really, if you have treachery, like treachery and a Talos mask, like your mercenary is pretty much most of the time going to be fine anyways. So I guess I'd go with grief. I don't remember what I did, to be honest. It was so long ago, but oop. Hitting him with my suicide branch again. They're no, not a champion. Got me good. Got me good. The cube recipe wouldn't work because it was superior. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, that does suck when you find a superior base and you're like, man, I just gotta throw it out because can't cube it. Larzik won't give me what I want. Fred says D2R certainly more depth at this point, depending on what you want to accomplish. I feel like D2 is the D4 stuff just never really did it for me, in my opinion. I don't know. It was fun at first for a while, but then they just add in other things that are just like, oh, here's a different colored area to run, and oh, here's another different colored area to run in. Oh, you're running nightmare dungeons? Well, here, we're gonna call it a different name, and you can just do it forever again. I don't know. But, I mean, you can kind of make those arguments for every game, I guess. I am just running the pits over and over again, right? Just a different colored area than the other. Then the cast sanctuary is just a different color than the pits. It's a different color than this, and you're slapping pixels and clicking on words. Champion, where are you? There you are. Grief on a bearded axe? Well, don't know if that's going to be your best option there, Chicho. There might be a more optimal basis, possibly. Mark up here a minute ago said last week made Chains of Honor, gambled 2 strings, 2 necro circlet. Sound like you had a good week. Oh, Dillionaire Cat becoming a legendary slayer. Ooh, thank you so much, you legend. He's not even a regular slayer, which is already god tier. He is like double god tier, legendary slayer. My god. My goodness. Thank you so much once again for supporting the channel. Dillionaire Cat. Sir Fox, yo, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing great. Ah. Now, while semi-rare here, Sir Fox knows all about these. Am I right? If I just had a little bit more magic, fine. Could have been it, fellas. Could have been it. Well, we'll get it later. We'll get it a little bit coming up here. Shaft stop upgradable. Yeah, you can upgrade a shaft stop. I don't know what that pushes the requirements to. It's probably one of those things that's kind of not necessary in most cases. I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but upgrading a shaft stop is like, you know, maybe if you want to rock like an ethereal shaft stop on your mercenary, you upgrade it first. But usually on your character, then you have to, depending on your character, you might have to pump more points in the strength, meaning you lose like vitality. That's a kind of a, I think it's one of those things that's kind of, you know, opinion dependent. I don't think it's necessarily a surefire one way or the other. Yeah. Added a printable D2R to Discord cheat sheet. Interesting. All right. So anyone looking for, so that's like a cheat sheet for all the cube recipes that are trash, you said? Amun-Ra. So it would be an ethereal shaft stop for a mercenary. You could definitely upgrade it. I would say in that case, I would. Because they're going to have all that strength anyways, no matter what. I don't think it's super high anyways. If you upgrade a shaft stop, I think it's in the 160s or 170s. I forget what that base ends up being. What's it called? But yeah. Yeah, Sir Fox says definitely know that LK armor, yeah. Or IK armor. You probably find like 150 Immortal King's armors for every one Tyrael's Knight. Like on average. Does Blizzard have any issues going through hell? Yeah, if you're Blizzard solo, I mean, there's a few instances where you do have issues that you have to deal with in one way or another, but usually you take care of that stuff. You find a way. You get your merc rocking okay, and your mercenary can usually take care of it. You pump him full of potions left and right until he takes out whoever you're looking to take out. You'll run into a couple like seal bosses in the Chaos Sanctuary, like maybe like Infector or something will be immune to cold, and you'll be like, oh crap. Fail waves and stuff like that, you can get some issues. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those things you just like to deal with it, essentially. Would love to see a fill cast with the Fox. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that fill cast anymore. I've been thinking about it, but we were talking about it a little bit ago there, Brian. Still got it, still thinking about it. Or Rune. Sneer, yo, what's going on? 7 magic fine. Goated. DC Wolf. Magic, the most hated Magic the Gathering mechanic. In fact, I must have missed something you were talking about there. My apologies. I don't know what you're referring to, my man. We'd feel ASMR. What are you doing over there, Brian? Jeez, this guy getting after it. Dark Angel, yo, what's going on? Welcome in. Hopefully having a good day. Soundwave found my first Sunder Charm today, but they are not used in many builds, or am I wrong? They're used kind of in, I don't know about most builds, probably most builds, to be honest. It depends what, kind of depends a little bit, I guess. Almost all the sorceresses use them, unless you're like, a lot of times when people are budget, they won't use them early on because it's such a harsh penalty, but when you can make up for it later, they'll use it so you can like farm anywhere. And you know, you definitely want to keep like one of each if you're, you know, playing a lot. So oh yeah, Brian, good call. I don't know why I didn't say that. Yeah, 1 point into static can really help you out in hell difficulty for sure. You're Blizzard Sorceress, so Mr. Elo, I'm probably so over leveled going into hell anyways. Yeah, so you'd probably be fine. Hit a static everything. Oh, let's go. Not ethereal. Good. That's a sick find. Find these quite often down in the pits. 118 roll too. Look at that, fellas. Erected smash. Let's go. Yeah. We'll hang on to that. That's nice. That's nice. Effective became Magic the Gathering on 2011 around the time when I started playing Magic. Got into Magic and D2 around the same time. Ah, gotcha. Your wicked balls, son. I see. One of my favorite items in the game, Sir Fox says. Yeah, it's definitely a useful one. One of them ones that you hunt for before you get your first one. You're seems like you can never find it when you're looking for it. One of those type of items. Can't find it when you're looking for it. Where are you? Champions, come on. They're hiding on me. They're hiding. Nice little find for today, at least. Something's pretty useful. I do have quite a few of them already, I will be honest, but Practice mesh always cool to get. This new Diablo 5 looks so good. Metu, right, or Hatu. Not bad. Not bad, Diablo 5. Did Blizzard completely stop bots in D2, D2R? I would say probably not. I don't know what. I haven't been online in a hot minute. Are you talking about the spam bots for spamming websites? Or are you talking about like botting, like running places over and over again? MF bots and bail bots and stuff. I would doubt it. If you're saying that because you don't see any like in the games and stuff, I know in D2R they have been, in my experience playing online, they have been a lot more stealthy about it. Like they don't just run bots like public bail bot games and stuff. Like they never have in D2R really that I've seen. I think they anyone who does run bots, they run them in private games, so they don't get reported, I guess. Just in case. Imagine if you got a... Would that be a J-Zod? Jeweler's Room of deflecting. Oh my gosh, with rolls with 45 all res 2 on it, on the base. I think it'd be worth like 8,000 high runes. Bots in the text channels are annoying. I had heard that they had done something to help that, but maybe it was just like a momentary fix. Like they banned them all and they just all created new accounts again or something. Are there still ladder-only rune words? Billionaire Cat asks. There are, but it's only the last, like, what didn't they come up with, what, 6 new helmet rune words? So it's only these certain rune words like cure and bulwark, I think, and I don't even, hearth. You know, there's a few like that. So it's not too crazy. I don't know if they're going to stay ladder only forever. I kind of assume that they'll be ladder only until they make new rune words, like a new batch, but I don't know if or when that will be. Hustle metamorphosis. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Maybe I was thinking of a different batch of rune words. Have I ever leveled up a character just to get the socket? I have done that before. I don't do that anymore. Just to be 100% transparent, I actually did that the last time I did it. I did it one time and I saved the character file. And now if I ever like really want to socket something, I just take that character and socket it, and then I like, you know, so I have the character file on hand to just socket anything I want to whenever I want to do it. The reason that I really don't mind doing that is because I have a bunch of open socket quests everywhere, but I don't want to like reset, like, I don't want to reset like a perfect LK map, or I don't want to reset a, you know, my favorite pit map, or like I don't have to try to re-roll a new thresh socket map or something for my barbarian and things like that. So there's like, I literally have like a dozen socket quests just chilling around on, like, just because I don't want to reset and go back to Nightmare to use them, you know what I mean? So that's what I do. Instead of, you know, taking 45 minutes or an hour to, I guess more than that, but really it doesn't even take longer than that, because you can just bring your item, you can bring items over, and you don't have to get to a certain level. All you have to do is teleport to take out, you know, Shank or whatever. You don't have to do ancients, so you don't have to get to a certain level necessarily. So that's me. Mosaic is ladder only. Ah, forgot about that one. I must have been thinking of a different rune word group, or whatever you want to call it. Must have been what I did. Dark Angel said he's been having connection issues. Switch to offline mode. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Hopefully that's not something that persists. Ticrantus. Pronouncing things sometimes not my strong suit, but he said his D2 session just got done, but guess he hasn't had enough, because here he is. Welcome in, my dude. Welcome in. Just got done with a 7-hour slay session. Ooh, what a beast. What a beast. Oh, stretch the arms a little bit. Oh. Maybe I'll, you know what? I'm gonna stand the desk up. Maybe I'm gonna go up and down a few times here today. I don't want my back to start not feeling great and whatnot. So we'll go up and down a few times today. I got a, anyone who didn't know, I got a standing desk. So, and it's got a little motor, it goes up and down. Sick investment. Here. Move that a little further away. Sorry if there's some clunky noises from the mic and stuff. Forgive me. There we go. Here we are. Oh, sorry. Anything specific I'm trying to farm? I would really like to get a Tyrael's Might, obviously. Not the easiest one to find. We will see. Oh, you stand up because like you move a little bit closer to the screen and stuff. It's like completely changes your perspective. Someone said they're using Mosaic offline. Yeah, offline single player, you can use all of the same rune words as ladder only. So ladder only just means you can't use them on non-ladder pretty much. So you can use anything you can use on ladder, you can use offline single player as well. Anybody who was unaware of that. Dark Angel said he's rocking some Andy runs. Been working out good for you, it sounds. Congrats. Good old Andy. Classic place to get all your basics, your basic good gear. Who picked Mad Dog? I hate you. Yeah, I kind of put that one as a. Some people just pick those as as jokes. 18% of people pick Mad Dog. Hate you. We're talking about YouTube poll, by the way. I always put in a poll that, like, jokingly a poll to ask people to hit the like button for me on YouTube. I'm sure it was like Fred and Snow Pro and Brian and Saffron all picked that. What Ori Merc you running? I got Blessed Aim, but I got a Cure on the Mercenary too, just to kind of switch her up a little bit. I did have Might, but I just switched it to Blessed Aim to try her out. Plans after the Tyraels. Yeah, we kind of get asked that quite often. So probably do some like pre-expansion playthroughs. I want to do some D1 and try D3 again. After I haven't played D3 since the first month it was launched, so give that a playthrough or something. Not a permanent switch or anything like that, but yeah. Cannot make them on non-ladder. Yeah, maybe I guess that is a more precise way to describe it. Yeah, you cannot create them on non-ladder. You calling that one Brian? Talking about the ladder only rune words, that is. Strike on Twitch said he's a big fan of D2, and I respect the bots because for a while they kept D2 going, but when people bought in duels, huh? Didn't know that was a thing. Never even heard of that before. Yeah, it's hard in, the only thing I will say, I'm not going to say I want there to be bots. There's literally some items, though, especially for the dueling community, that are so rare, like you literally wouldn't be able to locate them ever. Like nobody would ever have them if it wasn't for bots. Which, maybe that's just how it should be, yeah. Just, if someone finds one on ladder, it's like so insane. Ethereal Grail. No, that's not happening, Son of War. That's not happening. Garrett said, I've been making sure to spend a little while watching all the live streams over the holidays. Thanks for keeping the slaying alive. Ooh. Appreciate you, Garrett. Glad you like watching the live streams and stuff. My man. Andrew says, hope everyone had a good Christmas. Hopefully you did as well. House cleaning, blaring the new surround sound system. Ooh, nice. Nice. New surround sound. Rocking some demon slaying, rocking some heavy metal or something. Brian says 640s and J mods thanks to the bots, right? Yeah, I was kind of thinking the you know, some of the, it's kind of the reason why like the PvP people, they're like, if a rare doesn't have 2 sockets, it's like Charcy. None of those 2-socketed insanely rare, like rare items would ever exist without bots. It is so uncommon to even find any rare item that rolls with 2 sockets, let alone to roll like, you know, true to a character skills with like FCR and walk run and like all res and 2 sockets. It's like, that just doesn't happen. It does literally, but it like essentially doesn't. Unless you have a bot running 24/7, that is. I know there was always somebody that found something, but you know. Foe's still a good starter build. Ulrich, yeah. Foe is still a good starter build for sure, yeah. Yep. Brian says, botting in a duel ultimate cuck move. Kinda, yeah, I guess. True. True story. Warmaker says the hardest ones to find are the ethereal ones, because they can't be vendored. That is true, but yeah, also what I was kind of thinking of was like, you know, the silly rare like druid pelts and stuff. Or pretty much any of the class specific stuff, really. I know you can get some I don't know, you can't do claws. You can only get the magic claws, right? You can't gamble claws from anywhere. Or wait, can you? I can't remember now. But yeah, I guess circlets could become way more common right after the whole 22 days of terror shopping things. Obviously, those can, you know, you can gamble those like crazy, and people are going to get those nowadays. But is foe lightning damage? Fist of the Heavens does do lightning damage, but just the one specific monster that only the Fist of Heavens hits when it first comes down. All of the bolts that come out, they're just magic damage, I believe, that do damage to undead and demons. So there's certain things you're gonna kind of run into problems with Fist of the Heavens. Anything that's not a demon or undead, but that is like 85 or 90% of all the monsters in the game. So, but you will occasionally, like, you'll go out, you can't run like cows with it and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if what are the ancients? The ancients aren't undead or demon, are they? I can't really remember. Yeah, what Trash said over here too. You were probably typing that in the same time I was like spitting it out. But yeah, a lot of rares coming from the Knights of Terror thing, for sure. Oh, left my drink. See. Can you do Trav with Fist of the Heavens? Yeah, all the council members are demons, so I have never done like a set of Trav runs with it, but it does. I've done like a few here and there testing it out, and it does work. I can't tell you if it's like great or not. I can't really remember. Should be pretty good though. It really, thinking about how it works, it should be pretty good at Trav. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? You schmucky armor. This thing. I gotta get more magic find on this character. I only got like 710. I had a little bit more magic find. Just a little bit. Oh, well. Still cool, still rare. Two in just like what? Not even 10 runs, but man, bros. Oh well. We'll get him next time. Hopefully I don't die while I'm looking at this. Let's go. Mercenary got him. Just double checking something real quick. Joshua, not funny. Don't you dare laugh at that. Only a little disappointing. Yeah, straight up running like the pits like this, you're gonna find like 700. Destroyer helm, actually another kind of rare item there too, right? Demon Horn's Edge. I never remember how this. I think they probably all can be 2/2/2, right? I'm guessing. Kind of another rare one, right after the, you know, Immortal King's armor. Kind of another rare one. 20% of people say I hate you. Yeah, I did see that. I mean, it's obviously people. The regulars know I do these ridiculous polls all the time like this, so they're. I already know all of my mods said, oh, it's 1 to 3, says Saffron. Gotcha. All the mods obviously said they hate me, and, you know, come on. As long as they answered that on the poll, but then they hit the like button, you know, we're good. We're good. Now, if they answered that on the poll, then they hit, like, the dislike button. Ooh. Gross. That's like what a cotton-headed ninny mutton would say or something, you know, but unbelievable. Is it always more efficient to just target the big bosses in the pits? No, it's not always more efficient. Depends what your build is. If you're doing a berserker barb, it kind of is. So if you're doing Nova Sorc, pretty much any other build down here, I would say you kind of take out all of the packs, like all the monsters, essentially. But if you're doing just this specific build for doing specifically farming super rare uniques, then you do this pretty much. Like, definitely don't come down here and be like, what's a good example? Let me find a good example. Like, you know, you'll teleport over here and maybe they'll be like these 4 and you're like, oh, I got to make sure I get these 2 carvers I missed. You know, don't do that. But usually I just tally stomp a pack, flash Nova a bunch of times, or even if you're a singer barb, flash the war cry or whatever and take out the whole group and move on, type of thing. Gorilla said he says he thinks it's 4 set sacred armors to every 1 unique one you find. I would say, and this is just solely from anecdotal experience of mine, it's got to be more like 10 to 1, to be perfectly honest. Just in my experience, so. But maybe that's just how good my luck is, huh, fellas? Ooh, probably is. Lucky Phil strikes again. I mean, I did find 2 Templars, like, in back to, like, within 20 minutes of each other, so. Or no, that was 2 Mang songs, wasn't it? How did I not remember that? Josh Medlock said it was running a pit zerker for a while, but kind of tedious to play. It is. That's why I think this is going to be my final day. Usually I'd play a little bit longer with each build. A combination of the amount of time, because, you know, I took a day off here and there over the holidays here a little bit. And also, yeah, it's kind of tedious to play, like you said. So I'm kind of thinking this is going to be the last day for this. And then I gotta decide what I'm gonna do after this. I'm not sure. Tomas said he found his Tyrael's 450 magic find, got 5 Templars before that. Yeah, I think isn't it 9 to 1, the quote-unquote average, so some good luck for you. I think on average someone will find 9 Templars before they find 1 Tyrael's. But obviously, you know, the way averages work. Hopefully I'm not that one person that finds like 30 Templars before they get a Tyrael's, huh? That would be disappointing. That'd be disappointing. Slayer QC says lit playlist. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you want to listen to this guy's music, !music there over on Twitch, and it'll pop up a link to the guy's YouTube channel. Anyway, so you can listen to. It's just all like Creative Commons backing tracks, so they all just have like weird names, like, you know, metal backing track in C minor, 2125 and stuff like that. So Grilla says, yeah, 9 to 1, yes, yep. Uh, 700 magic find with infinity mercenary says trash. Nice. So on a sorceress you're talking about? It's impressive. Trash said up here a minute ago, you said you like Blizzard for pits. That is a lot of magic find, but I mean, it's hard to, I don't know if you were referring to you like Blizzard in the pits more than the item find barb, but I don't know. I think it's hard to outdo the Nova Sorceress. Personally. But man, I do love the not having to even look or aim either too. That aspect of the Nova Sorceress is my fave. Oop, got him with the suicide branch. Hate when they run away, right when you go to swing. Really grinds my gears. What? Yeah, sorry, you probably already took off, Mark making. Peace out if you're still here. Peace out. Kind of slay, getting a little behind on the comments. Large charm, gross. Nothing beats D2. Tried D3 for a while, but nah. Trich. We'll go with Trich. What he said. Yeah, we'll. I want to try D3 again. Some people, you know, obviously I've heard it's gotten a lot better since Reaper of Souls. There you go, Phil. Since Reaper of Souls, so give her a whirl, see what's up. Trash says Blizzard, Nova faster, Blizzard more MF. I can see that. If you self-wield Infinity, you lose a ton of magic find there and stuff. So. Oh, a few people commenting about the real money auction house. I had to think about what those letters stood for again. Not good at deciphering acronyms, apparently. Some people said they made some money or haven't played since the real money auction house closed. Yeah, I stopped playing. I only played D3 for about the first month. And then I was like, I just can't do this anymore. Like I tried to force myself, like, this Diablo, let's go, you know, Couldn't do it. Turns out I don't love Diablo. I love Diablo 2 is what it is. Not the whole franchise no matter what. So See what's going on here real quick. Nothing important. Let me go. I go get some scrolls of identify here. Try to go too fast, and I didn't do it. Did not do it. Oh, this lady. Gotta start thinking. Maybe I'll pop a poll and see what character should I do next. Maybe I should do like a test run here with. 'Cause I know I said I didn't want to play it because I was gonna do one for ladder start, but I wanted to do Fist of the Heavens. Maybe I'll just do one right now, anyways. Circlet, yeah. Spear of the Heavens, yeah. There you go. Saffron, always trying to get me to do. That spirit in. Are you a trendsetter now? Yeah, I've been thinking about doing Fist of the Heavens for a while here, but I was like waiting. I'm like, I don't want to do one now because for the next ladder start, I want to start off with a paladin. Start off ladder like that. So. Yeah, maybe I will wait on it because the next ladder shouldn't be that long, right? End of January, beginning of February, so. Do I play racing games? I haven't done racing games in a long time. The only racing games I ever had that I like enjoyed, I guess, older Gran Turismos, like back in the day. I wasn't actually Need for Speed Undergrounds were pretty sick. I had a couple of those, but yeah, not huge on racing games really. Since I do this full-time YouTube playing D2. Pretty much the only game I play a ton of. Wicked Ball said he thinks second week of February. There you go. Ulrich said he checked out a YouTube video of mine last night, and then he hopped over and see me on Twitch. Nice, nice. Brookwell, Fist of the Heavens, pretty dope. Yeah, it certainly is. I've played it in the past a little bit. Not really even a ton, so I'm going to start off doing it this ladder, and I may stick with ladder. Don't want to promise anything, but I may play ladder a little bit longer than usual. Do more like hosted runs and stuff like that. More like hosted runs and different like community giveaways and stuff like that. And we'll see though. We'll see though. I definitely want to because I know that people should like that, right? D2's gameplay way ahead of a lot of other people, Hitch says. Great planning by the devs. The trading situation is still a mess, though. Such a shame. Trading situation in D2, huh? I don't know. I don't think the trading situation in D2 is really bad. Like, I know that other people are like, anytime you have something where people want a thing and they don't want to do the work to get it, they're going to pay other people to do it for them. But it's just like a fact of life, right? And I know that's probably mostly what you're referring to, but I don't know. It's one of those things you can't really fully police and stuff unless you do what D4 did and don't allow trading, essentially. Oh, that's just my take on it. Revolt Racing? Never heard of that one. Road Rash? There's a good one. Do a traps in Phil? Said never play Assassin much. I've done Assassin before. The reason I don't play it a lot is because I don't like it. So I did actually find my Zod rune with the traps in, though. Crazy enough. But I don't know. I just don't want to play Assassin. It's just I don't like the play style of like throw traps down and then wait for them to kill stuff. Throw traps down and then run around and wait for the stuff to die, and then throw traps down again and then wait for stuff to die again. Like, just don't like that play style. Like, I like clicking the buttons and then things happening that I want to happen, you know what I mean? Have I played Blade Sin? I've played it, like I've kind of not like super extensively, kind of like messed around with it essentially. I did a little build guide type of thing for it, build showcase, I guess. It's not really that great though. It's okay. It works, you know. You essentially just use the blades. It's kind of like a necromancer, right? Like you just use the blades to get a kill so that then your corpse explosion can start blowing everything up. That's the way I did it. That's the way I did it anyways. Warmaker said he likes traps in PvP, non-player versus monster. Yeah, I can see that. I don't do a lot of PvP, so by not a lot, I mean I don't do that. It's a very small PvP scene on single player, so very small. Another 4 champion lower level here. Love it. Love to see it. Trash says, hopefully you get your Tyrael's Might today. Weather's nice on this side of the lake. I need to do some work. Yeah, I kind of want to look here. Let me check the weather real quick. I'm thinking about getting the Christmas lights down today, to be honest. Because, yeah, it's supposed to be 55 today, and only a 15% chance of rain. If I can get the lights down today before it gets even colder, I might have to do that later. Might have to do that later. Oridon. Yeah, but with the Oridons, I mean, they pretty much, those pretty much just like work good on like players 1, right? And then you need like 25 high runes worth of gear. Not really that much, but maybe I'm exaggerating slightly. But I never really play them because they're so expensive relative to like how good they work in certain areas and being able to get magic find on them and whatnot. There's a huge single player PvP community, yeah. I thought that was a good joke. I thought that was a pretty good one. Gonna move around a little bit. Yeah, I think it's from sitting at the desk all day, but man, my back's been bugging me lately. Us old people, am I right? Us old people. Brookwell say faux hammers hybrid. I have heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that since Fist of the Heavens doesn't really need that many points, and then where do you put the rest of them, right? So I've heard that. Hit hub, any sweet drops? Few. Arachnid Smash probably the best, I guess. A couple of Mortal King armors are kind of neat, but nothing crazy. So Cody B says, yeah, definitely get those lights today. Right? Unfortunately, though, I don't know, unfortunately. I put up a bunch of lights this year, so there's a whole bunch of crap to take down. It stinks doing all that work decorating, too, and then they're only up for like a couple weeks. Oh well. I also don't want to spend money on powering them, I guess, so probably definitely take them down. Take them down now or leave them up until April, huh? It's like the question I gotta ask myself here. Comment was about the trading, including a few stuff, limits on trade value, max 40 high runes. Because of that, trading is done everywhere. Forums and other places, making in-game trading a ghost town. Yeah, I don't know. I think what really makes the in-game trading a ghost town is that, in my opinion anyways, is that the trading on different forums or on websites is just so much easier. It's so much easier. One of those things I can't believe that they never implemented into the game. Like, why don't they just make their own forum or their own, you know, just right in game, right in the you know, the chat screen and stuff before you enter games? Like, why is there not a trade thing in there? I feel like that'd be incredibly easy, just incredibly. Like, not a real money trade thing, but just a trade thing. Just hijack JSP or Tradery's design, right? Straight up steal it. Just me though. Edward Bailey, yo, howdy. Welcome in. Looking for, yeah, Despo. Looking for, I have one item left, Tyrael's Might. It's the only thing I got left, so I'm grinding here, hoping to get lucky, while also just looking for other cool stuff too. Who don't like finding cool stuff, am I right? Oh, you know what? I just remembered what character I'm doing next, actually. I had it planned out. I've had it planned out for a while. And I'm gonna show you something here, and it's going to tell you exactly what character I'm going to do next. I bet you guys are going to be able to guess. This one. Bertir Malra. Oh. Bertir Mal Lum. That's what I'm doing next. Haven't done one of those in a minute. I didn't realize it was a jail, huh? Jails... We can do jail. Beast Enchantress. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a summoner. Haven't done a summoner in a minute. They're cool. Summoner in the chaos, or you could do summoner just terror zoning. Probably better for you know, doing a more specific area good for it, like the chaos sanctuary, but oopsie. Beast summoner. Ooh. Yeah. That's the plan as of right now, and I just remembered it. Don't let me forget. I was talking about my back a minute ago. Wicked Ball says, wait till you're in your 40s. Why wait? I can just know how it feels right now. I don't necessarily have a bad back, but yeah. You just like walk in place. Dance around a little bit. Get out of here. Next level, down we go. Lane Cheney, what's going on? You were in here earlier. Must have hopped out and hopped back in, huh? System place in other games they could implement. Ulrich talking about the trade system. They says they got systems in other games. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know why they don't, why they never did it for Diablo 2, huh? I guess they just didn't want to do any more work. Maybe. Don't know for sure. No way to know. Back here, you lose. That guy just outplayed me. That skeleton just owned me. Galback, yo, what's going on? Didn't notice you in here, you legend. Ooh. Good old Galback. #1 mod in all of Sweetfield's channel. No champion? Okay. Oof. These ghosts are rough. They're always mana burny. Real rough. Just woke up. No way I was in here today. Must be thinking about a different day. Could be. There's a different Blaine Cheney. Someone's mimicking you. Don't know how to start finding the cool weapons and stuff. I mean, we got videos for that. We got videos for that, Bammer Time. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread your comment there, Bammer Time. I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else saying something completely different. My bad. Is there somewhere give me how to start D2? I've played through, but not any sort of high level. I don't know why I completely misread your comment. Yeah, I haven't done any like beginner's guides in so long. It's hard to think what to necessarily tell you. There are beginner guides out there. So that would be the first kind of thing I'd look like. YouTube beginner, YouTube beginner guide, I guess. But and then also just kind of see what other people are doing is my best advice. Yeah, there's just so much information in D2 Bammer Time that it's hard to, it's impossible to put it all like in one place. Pretty much. I would kind of start off by just watching any kind of YouTube videos or reading up or whatever, but on whatever specific, like if you're on your playthrough, look up tips on a playthrough, and then like, you know, beating the game, look up tips on beating the game, like how to find runes and stuff, like, or like, you know, you kind of got to watch them in segments because there's so much different information. What do you think about new runes above Zods, says Son of War? I would say that's a little bit outside of what I would like anybody to do in Diablo 2 personally. That's a bit much, in my opinion. Adding new runes, so then there'd be new rune words and new effects and stuff added into the game that would just like, I'm sure, get all messed up and ruin balance, like balancing, and things would get even more unbalanced, and that's where I'm at on it. Gotta be a champion here, right? No? Okay. Titch said, I'm glad they made other improvements to the game though. Enemy resistance working for other characters and so on, better than seeing only Pally and Sorcs. Yeah, I thought, when I stop and think about it, I am anti-change guy, but when I do stop and think about it, a majority of the things that they did, I guess I do kind of like, but see how these are gonna roll for me. 37. So war traps, that's a cool item to find. You know, you always got to get your war traps, right? But just 37 MF though, a little bit on the load. I already got some 49s over here, so that's cool though. War traps cool to find. Little low for me though. Yeah, there's really only a few things. Not really. I know I do run them here and there, obviously, but not really big fan of terror zones usually. I just run them to switch it up because I know other people kind of like terror zones and watching that kind of thing, but now obviously Mosaic is a disaster, so just a disaster in my opinion. Go down here. I don't think there's never champions down there anyways, so it'd be cool if you could use a Zod to make items ethereal. I mean, it's kind of interesting, I guess. Give it a use. I mean, I guess I could get on board with that, but I mean, being an anti-change guy and all. Being anti-change guy and all. That guy can like hit ridiculously hard that you wouldn't think. That pit spawn dude. Oh yeah, one more level. Dufsky, no, I have not completed the grill yet. I got one item remaining. Still gotta get that Tyrael's Might. Never found a Tyrael's Might in my entire life, which is wild. I feel like I've played quite a bit of D2 now. It's a rare item. Rare item. Blaine said they're asking it for 50 or 100 bucks for an expansion for that game already. It wasn't well received. Yeah. That's their method of a monthly fee, right? Instead of charging you every month for your monthly fee, they charge you once a year for your monthly fee. That's what they want to do, so. I think, I don't know. Sometimes I think that maybe Diablo 4 wasn't as badly received as a lot of people think. I think Diablo 4 was kind of liked by like normies. Maybe not from people who are like on Twitch and YouTube and, you know, making and watching videos about it, but like people who don't watch a ton of YouTube videos about video games and stuff maybe liked it a lot. That's what I think. Unique lacquered plate with teleport, Thomas says up here. High level until you get an enigma. Man, a lacquered plate. That was like 230 strength requirement or something. I guess you could always lower the requirements or something, but yeah, we'll just go to the pits. I don't really like doing that. Keep rocking the pits. I don't know. Adding in more things that have teleport, I don't really prefer that, in my opinion. I know people want every character to have teleport, but I'm just not on that level. I don't know how to say. I don't have the same opinion. I'm like an expert at slapping monsters with a suicide branch. Get telly staff. There you go, Saffron, exactly. Get yourself a telly staff. Get yourself an Aegis Puzzler. Has the perfect amount of charges. CV, nope. Thought that was Colossus Blade for a second. On Twitch here, Bammer Time said he liked D4 but played it a lot more casually. Yeah, pretty much. I feel you with that. And someone else said that they thought the D4 playthrough was good, but then yeah, after that, that's pretty much where I'm at too. I really enjoyed the playthrough, and I think that they really made a mistake with the game, honestly, not making people do the playthrough every time. Because sometimes there's things that people say they don't want to do, but they actually do want to do them. They just don't know it. They're just lazy. And I think, in my opinion, the playthrough is one of them. The playthrough is one of them on D4. The thing is, too, is eliminating the playthrough. You eliminate not having to do the playthrough or people being completely uninterested in the playthrough. You completely eliminate the speedrunning scene. So while you can still do the playthrough and see, I actually got 2 sockets there. Look at that, huh? 5 delight radius. Ooh. So since you can still do the playthrough, you know, you'd think maybe they would still be people. I don't think there's literally anybody speedrunning D4. And that's like one of those things that, you know, people can watch and stay intact with the game, right? But when you eliminate needing to do the playthrough, no one cares about the playthrough in any form because you don't have to do it. So it's kind of a little thing, but I think it's kind of a would be better. You think you want it, but you don't. No, it's kind of the opposite of that, actually. People think they don't want it, but they do. People actually do want to play through the campaign. But the problem is they're lazy, you know? It's like people going to the gym is good, but people don't want to do it because they're lazy. I get it. I'm lazy. But really, you'd be a lot happier if you did it. Kind of like that. I think. You guys agree with that? I think so. Y'all agree with me. Grab this real quick, I suppose. Nothing else. Get out of here. Slumpcat said, didn't even enjoy the playthrough. Interesting. Okay. I did enjoy the playthrough, but yeah, to each their own, obviously. Nothing wrong with that. Titch says, yeah, you want a buff to each character. I mean, that's pretty much what they're doing, essentially, isn't it? They rebalance everything and just figure it out. Saffron says, yeah, people think they want to skip the campaign, but they really don't because there's nothing else to do in the game. Yeah, maybe. Autumn Samurai. Hey Phil, long time watcher, appreciate it. Long time watcher of the vids. Usually spend time at Barricade and TBP. I don't know who that is, but on Twitch. Question is for which Sorc build lets you max your magic find easiest with the least gear required? I would have to say to get the most magic find with the least like gear and the least, you know, the cheapest to obtain, easiest to obtain. I mean, it's got to be Blizzard Sorceress, I would imagine. To get the most. I would argue though that necessarily, like, especially early on, I almost would rather do like a Nova Sorceress though, even though you can't stack magic find as easily. But you can clear stuff like kind of easier, sorta, and it's really good at doing things that are actually, it's kind of 50-50. I take that back. It's 50-50, I think. Because Blizzard's real good at doing, you know, farming Mephisto and Dario, which Nova is not good at. But Nova's way better at like farming up keys early. And in my opinion, Nova's better at farming runes, even high runes, than a Blizzard Sorceress. So I think it's like a 50-50. But if you want to stack the most magic find to find uniques, then it's Blizzard in my opinion. And also welcome in, by the way. Thanks for watching the vids and stuff. Shatter Dice, what's going on? Good afternoon. What's going on? Welcome in. It says the buff that only lasts that season, so there's incentive to try that character. Yeah, I guess they phrase it a little bit different, right? Because obviously they have like the vampiric powers this season, and it helps out some builds more than others. So I get what you're saying though. Just make one character like a lot more powerful one season. In a way, they are kind of doing that, but they do it with different aspects and different you know, powers or whatever that aren't just like, okay, we doubled the power of fireball, so everyone play that now. You know, what did they do? That like this season they added in the different aspect that made ball lightning like super powerful. Like a few different aspects that made that insane. And then, yeah, then everybody only played that. It was funny when I made a few Diablo 4 videos, because I got comments on that. Some of y'all that are OGs around the channel, you know, when people would be like, how come you're not playing Lightning Sorceress with Infinity in the Chaos Sanctuary on my channel? And I'm like, well, I play all different kinds of builds, guys. And then instantly like 15 people asked me that in one day. But I kind of got a lot of those same comments on, I made a build video about the Fireball Sorceress in D4. And I got all these comments like, dude, this build sucks. Look how terrible it is. Why aren't you just playing Ball Lightning? And I'm like, okay, I'll just, fine, from now on, here's what I'll do. I'll just go on Max Roll and look up their build guide for the best possible build, and I'll just copy it and make that video just copying their words. Sure. Or I can come up with my own build that is fun to play and actually works good and this and that. It's just like comment sections, am I right? Slumcat said Nova's cool and all, but he likes regular lightning. Yeah, I mean, lightning still works good, right? Still a good build, so maybe that's one I could do here pretty soon too. I haven't done regular lightning in a while because Nova's so cool for, you know, clearing areas of mobs and stuff, so. Maybe I could just like champion snipe in terror zones or something with a lightning sorceress. Not literally snipe, but like you know, it's more of a targeted attack, obviously. Haven't done lightning in a minute. Don't worry about the nerds. Today, what's up? Yeah, no. I just bring it up comically. Comically, not like I'm all butthurt because people commented mean stuff on my videos. But no, I just think it's funny. It's the internet, am I right? It's kind of just kind of part of the game. Frenzy double swing barb. Is it better to go axe or sword? I mean, you're probably gonna be better off going swords, unless you're still gonna do good with axes. I mean, you could do axes with grief, right? Berserkers, but I was just looking at kind of messing around with a frenzy barb actually. As for what is technically the quote-unquote best, I mean, I usually just throw on 2 griefs and call it a day. That's what I usually go with. But I've heard the arguments for grief death, grief breath of the dying. I get it. I get it. So yeah. But I wouldn't consider myself a frenzy expert by any means. Not Despo over on Twitch said not allowed to do lightning. You already said summoner. Yeah, no, not for the very next one, but that's one I could rock like the week going into ladder reset. See, we still have like a month and a half before the next ladder, so I got tons of time. That's like 5 more builds for me that I'll play on stream. So yeah, we'll go summoner after this. We'll go lightning sorceress, regular lightning, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Max said his favorite thing about barb, messing around with different weapon combos. What I was thinking about doing is, I never really play Zealer at all. The only thing is Zealer's so hard to like, for trying to find a Tyrael's Might, I feel. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Saffron says grief in Last Wish. Don't do axes, he says. Yeah, I mean, it probably is a little bit worse than axes, obviously. That's why nobody uses them. Less people do, I mean, but how bad could it be, am I right? Do I do one a week? Despo, yeah, that's essentially what I do. Not exclusively. I don't like plan it out too strictly, but that's essentially what I do, yeah. More damage, more repair. That is true. I always forget about that, the repair cost. I always forget about that the phase blades don't have durability, so. Yeah, no durability, you don't have to repair it, blah, blah, blah. So, guess it makes sense. That is a thing. Saffron says people think because you don't have to put the dex in that it's better, but really the dex helps out the attack rating so you hit more often. Yeah, that is, so it's not like wasted points is what you're saying. Checks out. Today I said I'm playing a 714 MF summon necro with Enigma. Never touched a Sorc. Really fun and efficient. Yeah, summon necro is definitely cool. I've definitely used those a few times in the past. I never really made beast though because, you know, it's a little expensive, and I mean, yeah, you only use it on a summoner pretty much, right? So I know there's other places you can, but just the cost and never really having like spare burr runes around usually. But now that I do actually have spare burr runes just chilling around, nothing to do with them, might as well, right? Wicked Ball City, watch Barricade too. Well, really, if you're watching me or Barricade, you almost can't even tell the difference until he starts dancing, and then you see me not dancing on stream. I mean, we look like the same person, so I mean, all bald guys look the same, am I right, fellas? Do you think Terror Zones and Sunder Charms have broken Diablo, or do you think it made Diablo 2 fresh again? I don't think it broke Diablo 2, but it definitely just made the whole game easier. Terror Zones, I don't think Terror Zones and Sunder Charms completely broke the game, yeah. Just kind of shifted it towards an easier game. And the only thing I wish with Terror Zones, I wish they made the Terror Zones so that they didn't have any different drops than normal. That you know, it didn't go like, oh, Andy's terrorized, go run Andariel and find like 15 god tier items now. Like, I wish it wasn't like that. Or, but I think having a better way to get to 99 rather than let's run Diablo and own like seal pop and then kill just Diablo and then do it again for 3 weeks straight is not a good way to get to 99. So and then Sunder Charms. The thing I don't like about Sunder Charms is Sunder Charms pretty much only helped the most godly endgame characters, and it made them even more godly. relative to budget characters. Because if you have budget characters, you can't afford to throw in a Sunder Charm and take an 80 like resistance hit. Like especially you're rocking some lightning sorceress and you have like 10 lightning res literally, and you're gonna throw on what, a Sunder Charm and have negative 80 lightning res. Like you can do that depending where you're running, but yeah. Tadeo says the summon necro can go like anywhere. Yeah, it is a true story. I usually run a lot of chaos with them because the chaos is such a good place, and there's already enough builds I run in the pits. You can definitely slap in the pits for sure, but a lot of times I'll hit up the chaos sanctuary with it. Just like I usually just go players 3, make it not too hard for me. Baldism, yeah, I'm a baldist. The saffron. Come on. Don't forget, fellas, anyone who did forget, make sure you hit that like button for me over on the YouTuber. Appreciate it. Help me out on that algorithm thing, you know what I mean? Tadeo says, yeah, just get a good mercenary. Get that good mercenary setup, pop one body, start blowing up everything. Yeah, that pretty much is what it is too. Yeah, like you got the summons, they can definitely deal damage. They can kill stuff here, but really most of it comes from the mercenary. Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely rock that. Wait, what build did? Oh yeah, beast summon necromancer. There we go. I almost forgot what I was gonna run there. Wicked Ball said he usually rocks White Wand on his necro. Yeah, I guess I don't ever usually do that. Just getting the right base, I guess, is usually the issue. And then by the time you get a base I want, I usually would already have a Vex Rune to make Heart of the Oak, and then I just go with that. Feel like the range on the aura won't be enough. I'm pretty sure it's good. Pretty sure it's like a known thing, isn't it? Beast summon necro. You telly stomp, just take a step back and start blowing up the bodies. We'll find out though, huh? We'll find out. I'm doing it. Dark Force spawner, homunculus for a summoner. I usually don't go with either one of those. If you had to pick, I don't know. I don't really use either one of them. I usually just go with a spirit shield, to be honest. Kind of boring, I know, but maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll get the spirit shield off there. I'll have to fiddle around with that a little bit. Go with a beast, and I would say probably I'd have to look at him again. Homunculus? I'd have to look at him again. So sorry, I can't give you a perfect answer. You got spirit on swap. Yeah, I guess your teleport side, you teleport around with your beast and your spirit on your swap, and I can see that. They used to make werebear beast barbs back in the day, right? Yeah, I mean with beast you could make like everything, right? Everything into a bear. I've seen people doing different variations of all kinds of stuff, but I haven't seen it lately. I don't know. I know the whole kerfuffle with the attack frames and whatnot and the breakpoints. But I feel like if it was good before, it would still be good even if it didn't attack as fast as it used to. But yeah, I haven't seen anybody messing around with, you know, you could do a beast paladin, like a bear paladin. You can even kind of do like a budget bear barb if you just rock that, ow, that wolf owl, you know? Alucard says homunculus is the Haas shield for necro. all right, it's a funny way to describe it, but I guess so, yeah. Luxor said he rocks the beast homunculus and then CTA and spirit on swap. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, like I said, I haven't experimented myself, I suppose, so that was my thought as well. Because yeah, I want to rock, you could go spirit obviously on the main hand too, like spirit both sides, but that's boring. Don't you want to use the, you know, we could use the actual necro head shield or whatever you call it for like the lore purposes or whatnot, just so it looks cool. Yeah, what's for dinner tonight? Thanafex asks. Great question. I got some chicken in the fridge. I was thinking about going and buying some lettuce, do some salads after all this holiday food, am I right? Kind of get a vegetable or two. All these mashed potatoes and ham and, you know, all this stuff. Cheesy potatoes and all these different breads and stuff. Need to lighten it up a little bit. Because I'm sure like New Year's I'm not going to eat that healthy either, right? One of these times. One of these days, I'm going to get some 220 Java gloves. What do I find first? Tyrael's Might or 220 Java gloves? Need to try it out before I do, says Saffron, the beast necromancer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a thing I've heard people say that they've done before, so I wouldn't be like breaking new ground here. Pretty sure it works pretty good. It might have like a radius limitation, but you just have to kind of keep in mind. And when you're endgame anyways, you're tally stomping, you won't have to get too far away. That's what I'm thinking anyways. That's what I'm thinking. Let me check my quote. Alucard's having prime rib. Nice, nice. Yeah, prime rib. Actually, I'm about to. Well, I don't want to offend anybody too much. Not really a big fan of prime rib. I'm not a huge fan. Plus, it's real expensive. Am I right? Real expensive. Pride as well. Well, Pride. Correct me if I'm wrong. What Pride has might? Am I correct here? And I mean, you kind of already have a might mercenary, right? You're gonna rock a might mercenary with a Something? Reaper stole? Oh, it's got concentration. Oopsie. I'll have to look into it. I don't know what is pride. I don't know what runes go into pride. Let me Google it real quick. I'm sure you guys got it memorized, but I'll just Google it real quick here. D2R pride. Web browser. Cham, Sir, and Low. Ooh. I don't think I have... Do I have another Cham rune sitting around? I don't know if I want to use it on a pride. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. If it didn't have a Cham in it... What do you guys think? You think I should do it? I'll have to check and see what... I think I only have one Cham. Ugh. Well, I need to see what happens too once I cube up all these other runes I got, like how high I get. I know I could technically do the math beforehand to figure out how high it would go, but... You can always cube up 2 jaws. Good call on that one, yeah. Ooh. I don't know if that's any better. Online rune calculator. Yeah. Well, that's because the thing is I have all these runes here that are just like extra runes essentially that I want to cube up. But yeah. Let me go look at my rocks guy. Yeah, Sealed Fate said Infinity on Might Mercenary. That's usually what I go with, you know, because half of the corpse explosion is fire anyway, so it like kind of boosts up your corpse explosion damage slightly. But yeah, Small pops in and says that, yeah. Sounds like a good plan. Cube up a couple jaws. So yeah, I do have a Cham right here. I do have a jaw right here. I do have a low right here. I mean, we got these runes to use them, am I right, fellas? We use... we find the runes to use them. I mean, I do have these these Sir runes here. I don't know how high all this will go. They're just chilling right there. It's like, well, I don't need the jaw, right? I needed Cham, Sir, and Low. So Cham and Low, and then one of the Sir runes. You guys think I should use them? You guys think I should use those here? What do you think? A Cham, a Low, and a Sir, and make a pride. Or should I just let them sit there and rot away on this mule and never use them? There's something that better I could use my only Low and my only Cham for. I did Cham that area, which I sort of regret a little bit, but... Pride is GG. Nah, hold them like RBG Mega Elixirs. Yeah, just hold them forever, never use them. Use them and find more. True story, huh? Find more. Yeah, I mean, I am going to be in the Chaos Sanctuary. I'm probably going to find, if I do a solid number of runs in the Chaos Sanctuary, I'm probably going to get a high rune or 2 in there. So, can make up for it. Hopefully it's not just like another Vex or something. Get something sick. Thing is you should make a Pride Iron Golem. There you go. That's what true Giga Chads do. Put pride in your mercenary. Coward. Thought you were good, Phil. Ivan Sky, yo, welcome in. Figlet says Pride Might Beast is incredible damage on a summoner. Totally not necessary though, he says. Yeah. Every little bit of speed though, you get this kill a little bit faster, you get that kill a little bit faster, more runs per hour, and hypothetically should be better drops in the same amount of time. So yeah, I guess Beast Pride, I guess we can do her. Still is painful though. Still is painful. Randy Shannon, welcome in. Usman combination not to make rune words. Yeah, the only thing is like, especially the Cham, like if I ever want to make any of the Breath of the Dying, I have one Zod rune. When am I going to find another one, right? So I was going to cube some Chams if I could ever cube up to another Cham, make another Zod to do. I don't know. Might as well make it Pride, right? Might as well. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. When I do this summoner, the next time I stream, probably Wednesday. But I'm gonna try to stick to a permanent stream schedule: Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I haven't decided on that one yet. If I should do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. With streams on other days as well, just like randomly though. Wednesday's tomorrow. Is that true? All right, well, the holidays messed me up, so holidays messed me up. Oopsie. Starting the new year is when we're going to be going to that stream schedule. Large check. Heard the charm, had to check to see which one it was. J-Rock said he uses Cham for a plague. Yeah, that was another option, right? But I don't... Plague, and then you use that for Act 5 Mercenary, so you don't have to necessarily. I don't know. That's another thing I thought about doing, is trying to dabble around a little bit with the Act 5 Mercenary, but I feel like you just lose so much switching off of an Act 2. Like, you're losing both insight and whatever aura comes on the Act 2 Mercenary to... hard to do. Hard to get rid of either using Infinity or Insight. They're so good for what they are. For me, anyways. Randy says, "How about them Lions?" Ooh, yeah. They what? They sealed up Division Championship already, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yep, Lions are Super Bowl champs, that's for sure. I don't remember if I told you guys this the other day. So we went to a trivia night at a bar, and it was just like a free trivia. If you know, first, second, third place gets like gift cards to the bar or whatever. But we won it, right? And the winning team got like a $30 gift card, like nothing huge. And we're like, okay, well, there's 6 of us, and so we're each gonna get $5, like, whatever. And we were talking about, I was talking about this the other day, maybe some of you guys had heard it, but there's a bet you can make on the sports books you could bet that the Pistons wouldn't win another game all season. They've already lost like 25 straight. And we're like, holy smokes, like look at the odds. Some guy bet $40 to win, or was it $40, I think? At the time the line was, oh no, he bet like $100 to win like $110,000 or something like that. Like $110,000. We're like, dude, we gotta do this. So somebody were like, here, you take the money, you take the gift cards, put them towards your bill, so that's your $30. And we'll all put our $30 to bet the Pistons aren't gonna win another game all season. There's like 50 games left. So we got $30 riding on the Pistons. So it's $30 to with the way the odds shifted or whatever, because I think people had heard about it and started betting on it just to, like, you know, the same thing that we did essentially. We bet $30 to win 18,000. So of course that's split 6 ways, so what's that, 3,000 a piece, right? That'd be sick. Then after taxes it'd only be like 2,000, but still. Take my $5 and turn it into 2 grand for myself after taxes. I'd be happy with that. Amazing stash. You're talking about all the runes, I'm guessing, or Tadeo? Gonna go to a Pistons game, cheer for the other teams, says Ed. Probably not. It's it gotta be a tough watch to go to a Pistons game nowadays. I honestly would, like, I don't know, I used to love the Pistons so much, but ever since they took them off, or I canceled my regular cable thing, you know, I just, like, you know, I'm not going out of my way to pay for some service just strictly to watch the Pistons, right? And then I just kind of, like, drifted away from the Pistons. I used to be the guy that loved the Pistons. Like, that was, like, not that I was, like, quote-unquote known for it, but everyone knew that I was, like, the only person around that liked the Pistons, where I was from anyways. But I just don't really watch them anymore. And this was like me going hard in the paint during, like, the you know, I'm not talking like 2004 and stuff, you know, when they were, like, winning. But boy, I'm getting cold. I have a hoodie down here. Devastating. So, yep. Hopefully the Pistons don't win another game and your boy gets richer. Michael Scherer says Barb cast animations look like he's jamming some metal. Yeah, I've heard a couple different ways of people explaining what they said it looked like, but yeah, like he's just like rah. Or there's always the common people say he looks like he's humping the air. Definitely looks like he's angrily yelling. Gigamoja said he's been looking for a lightning Sunday 3 days in a row. 6 have been all fire. Oh boy. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen for sure. That is unfortunate. You can't pick and choose, right? But how do you read so fast? Practice, I guess. Do a lot of it. Do a lot of it. The thing is I usually partially pre-read what I'm about to say to make sure they're not saying something weird, like you know, hey Phil, I want to make sweet love to you or something. If they say something like that, I won't read it. So I have to read the entire comment usually, just to make sure they're not being some gross, disgusting weirdos. And then, yeah, that's how I read so fast. Oh, Grimo! Ooh. Let's go! Always excited to find an Ogrimal, fellas. The Windhammer. Yeah, yeah. Ah, not great, just funny. Not great, just funny. What's this light gauntlets too, huh? Been a great year hanging out with you. It says Oso. We'll go Oso, I suppose. Sometimes names are tough for me to pronounce there, but best day of the year was getting first Griffins and first Shake on the same day from Terrorized Andy and Terrorized Mephisto. Nice, nice. Yeah, Terrorized Andy will pay off for you all the time. Congrats on that, my dude. Oh, you were talking about the items, not like chat. Oh, you're talking about like looking at the items to see what's good and what I want to pick up and stuff. I guess that one is just, my eyes literally kind of get trained to where, you know, I'm not even like really reading. I'm really looking at the shape of the words, and if the word is shaped right, then I look at it and read it pretty much, you know. Also, since runes are orange, it makes it easy, and the uniques are that goldish brown or whatever, gold, yellow stuff you see. That's why a lot of times when I'm playing, people call me out. They're like, "No, Phil, you just missed a grand charm or something," because my eyes almost like, depending if I'm reading chat and stuff too, I'll not really be thinking about what I'm looking at on the screen sometimes. It's so like second nature. I'm just kind of going through the motions. So things I actually need to concentrate on, I completely overlook. I'm pretty notorious for missing charms and jewels, right? Pretty notorious. Jordan, hammer some of them ogre emotes on YouTube. Yeah. Gotta love ogre malls. Guess you don't have to, but it'd be a lot cooler if you did. Sometimes I check these kind of back and forth because one of them ones I would probably never end up using, but sometimes they roll cool. I think I have a Hydra bow actually that's like 400 enhanced defense or damage. Enhanced defense. That would be a trophy item. Rare Hydra bow with 400 enhanced defense. Lacquered plate. I could have got hyped for a Tal's armor about now. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Need that one more magic find. Could have got it. Oh, Jordan's more of an more of an ogre axe kind of fella. Gotcha. That makes sense. Checks out. You seem like you'd be one of those people. I don't know what that means, Steven, but I got you. Good luck. Oh, single player. He was looking for a Thunder Charm on single player. Gotcha. Yeah. There you go. Anyone looking to run Terror Zones level up today? It just popped in over here for a heartwarming experience. Terror Zones grant an additional 25% experience today. Saffron, get on. You're still trying to get that to 99, right? They just swapped the Terror Zone to more experience. So let me see. What's the online Terror Zone right now? See if that's good for anybody. Rocky, oh, stony tombs too. Good for them fire builds and cold builds, right? For this sick mercenary. Ugh. Rune, topazes for strength so I can wear my, well, if I get a CV insight, I guess. I don't know why I did that now. Looking at that. But yeah, nice. Not bad. Wonder if there'll be a terrorized Worldstone Keep coming up, huh? For you. So, alrighty, looking at the time for me, a 3.5 hour stream for Phil. That's like a long time, am I right, fellas? But gonna go ahead and hop off, do some other work stuff around the house and all that good stuff. Oh, Radaslav. My apologies, hopped in and said hello. I'm hopping off right now. So appreciate y'all joining me. Thank you so much for the people who support the stream with the channel memberships on YouTube and the Twitch subs, you know, even some of those Bezos subscriptions, the Twitch Prime subs. Appreciate it. A few gifted memberships and stuff today. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Straight up, honestly, y'all make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos on this YouTube channel and streaming over on Twitch. So thank you guys so much. But with that being said, gotta take off. Peace out, fellas, you legends, you slayers. Ooh. Don't forget, keep slaying. Ooh.